Tell me
And
when.
we're on.
Good evening, you mothers and fuckers. Welcome back to the Wit and Witchery stream of World of Jord. I am, of course, your DM, Ryan, Old Wolf, as you may know on TikTok. And today we'll be going down some amazing rabbit holes of lore, death, destruction, and all kinds of whimsy. But of course, before we get to that, we are going to introduce our lovely band of adventurers. Right down below me is Aaron, who is currently playing the nurturing, nonchalant, non-conforming Nori. And then right next to them, of course, is our production, art design, and all-round badass Rick, who is playing the amazingly astute and askew Astrid. Then right next to them, he's suave, he's debonair, he's Malachi, who's playing the quick, quizzical, and quintessential Quinn. Then right next to him, not to be outdone, is our wonderful and amazing knife in a pocket Mary, who plays the mighty, masterfully mysterious Milton. And then finally, not to be outdone, not to be outshone, the aristocratically ardent acolyte Allie, played by Piku, who will always thank you for your due diligence. So, when we last left our band of intrepid adventurers, they not only survived the den of thieves and successfully dealt with not only goblins, a goblin brute, were-rats, and the whites, and beat them thoroughly, as they should be beaten, and got themselves down into the underdepths, leading to the ziggurat. I mean, just kick in some music for mood. Now, of course, while they're down there, they met with the three fates, who mentioned a prophecy. And one of you asked for the possible outcomes from the most flighty individual of the entire group and got a mess of information. Masters who aren't masters, ends that might not be ends. Honestly, it was fun playing, but even more fun deciphering. Upon entering, you were told there were three guardians to deal with. One, or at least the first grouping of guardians, is to respect the dead. Each of you, upon entering the chamber, gave a tribute to each of the undead white guardians and the greater flesh golem, all of which were accepted. Now, of course, there is two more guardians left. One is to respect the fire, and the last one is to bathe in the radiance of Rothadius. Now, of course, the room that you are in, scrawled across in ancient speak. Thankfully, Quizzical Quinn did his darndest to cipher language and was able to read that the first chamber depicted the first age, when gods walked amongst mortals and the birth of the world, but also the coming of the great enemy. Of course, the story did not complete in that chamber and was highlighted in the one door frame where our mischievous and masterful Milton was able to undo Gordian's lock and unlocked the door to the next chamber. Before you, in that next chamber, is a room lit by torchlight. Great braziers of fire. The heat, much like what we're feeling today, at least in the hundreds, humidity, excuse me, not humility.
Humidity?
Yeah, yes, thank you. Is nearly oppressive, especially, again, you are underground, so a lot of that heat is focused in that room. As we are standing now, Milton is at the door, and we return to our friends. So, Mary, what does Milton do upon looking in the room?
Spring.
I don't think Milton sees anything. Does Milton hear anything?
Well, as of right now, she It would hear the flames of the braziers, the breathing of your friends and compatriots nearby, but that's all.
Okay. Is the door open? Did we actually open the door?
Yeah,
Or
don't.
did I just unlock it?
No, it is showing as yes, thank you, and it is opened. Can you not see into the other room? Do you see the
Barely?
braziers and
Hold
all
on.
that?
Oh, yep. Yep, there it is.
There we
I
go.
wasn't zoomed out far enough. I'm like, there's nothing here. Okay.
I did
Alright,
reactivate dynamic lighting because everybody is able to now. So,
mm-hmm. Although for some reason I see the door, but I don't see the door. So,
well, the door is that block that's right in front of you.
no, I meant this one over here.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Well, yes, that is a door over there, but you're currently standing at this door over here,
Mm-hmm. All right.
which you just opened and you see into the chamber. So you see
I'm gonna.
a door over here and what might be a door on the far side, but again, from where you're at, it's kind of hard to tell.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna carefully step inside.
All right. Go ahead and move that token. Reflex save.
Okay.
I'm kidding. There's no reflex save. You're perfectly fine. So, upon stepping in, the door remains open. You're able to see more of that scroll work. Again, you see the braziers.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, the steps and the door and the opposite wall.
I'm gonna move out to here.
All right. As Milton enters into the chamber, again, that scroll work in much greater detail is in this room. Art depicting great battles of some kind with figures that are, again, time has passed, so a lot of it's been worn, but it looks like figures that are powerful or at least important, fighting against dark entities. Again, the time has not been kind to this chamber. The braziers are above you in 4 locations. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the far corner, you see this. Looks like armor that is glowing with ghostly light. It has not moved since you entered the chamber. But it looks like yet another guardian, or at least a possible guardian.
Oh.
While Milton is walking around in here, can I just kind of look in from the doorway and do a religion check?
You may.
I was about to go back out and get everybody in here because I don't want to be in here by myself.
Milton just like,
You can still move. You can still move while they're making the check. You can move back if you want.
You're gonna want to see this.
Okay, because all we have is respect the flames of the presence. Ha!
Ooh. Okay. Before I answer that, is anybody going to do anything else, or you're all just waiting to see what Allie does?
Can I do a check to try to look more at the stuff on the walls? I don't know what it would be.
From where you are, you'd be able to see some of it. You'd have to go into the chamber to actually get details.
Can I do that?
Yes, you may. All right.
She makes
You'd
that
have to
noise
go
every
like, a little bit further in.
Oh, you're right.
There you go.
There we go. All right, so you're going in for greater details of the figures. Nori, Quinn, what are you guys doing?
I think Quinn is. Yeah, well, I think once the door opened and they walked in, he'd probably take a step inside himself.
Okay.
Just like
And
more
Nori's
cautious and kind of looking around here.
Roy's gonna go protect her small.
Go protect that small.
My small, no. Hello? Hello, what is happening? What is going on? Oh, hi. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so making the rolls. So we're going to start again with Allie. So you're rolling knowledge religion. What are you trying to know religious-wise in regards to this chamber?
So what we were told, whoops, by the Guardian was respect flames of the present. Um, and she's kind of assuming that's what this room is all about. So kind of piecing together, kind of like how we did in the other room, what we should do to
All right.
appease this Guardian.
Okay, so religiously, Rothadius again is all about remembrance of the passing of someone, both their past as well as dealing with the grief in the present. When it comes to flames, your people have very strict rules when it comes to dealing with those that have passed. You intern them. Other religious cultures tend to do pyres. So kind of like in the other room, you gave an item of respect to each of the flame or each of the guardians. Here it is either telling a story or acknowledging something in the present that you value to hopefully appease the fire of the present. Now, that's what you suspect from your religious teachings. Astrid, will you please give me a roll? Since you're trying to decipher the scroll work, is that correct?
Yeah, like I want to know what it was about.
Okay, so that would definitely be a knowledge history. Nice. Okay, so thankfully, witches and the sisterhood are very much an oral tradition. They tend to write things down, but when it comes to the great stories, it's stories told around a fire. From what you're seeing here is a depiction of the end of the First Age. Again, there's not a lot of written stuff in like what is true and what isn't, so a lot of it's oral storytelling. What is remembered, at least in the sisterhood, was that the First Age came to an end when the gods of old, the true gods, sacrificed themselves to prevent a great enemy. They, of course, don't have a name for this entity, but this great enemy that had come and tried to encroach upon the material plane. The true gods sacrificed themselves to defeat this enemy and to keep them forever barred from entering for all time. This story depicts that. The tradition also mentions that the gods had champions. It's kind of hard to tell from here because, again, you don't know the language. And they might be referencing the same thing, but it's a lot of loss in translation. But you have at least this chamber depicting that battle and sacrifice.
Would there be a role to discern if that happens to be the same thing that the Church of the Dawn wants to bring back?
It's a possibility. You would have to roll knowledge religion, or better yet, instead of knowledge religion, knowledge arcane.
Oh, that's even better. I got a higher modifier for that one. What the fuck? Never mind.
Higher modifier you may have. But sadly, again, since you don't know, you know that the Church of the Dawn is not worshiping a god, it's worshiping something else. Yeah. Whether that something else is this thing, we're talking about thousands upon thousands of years, so kind of hard to suss on that one.
Okay.
Anybody else want to make any investigation of the room or the scroll work?
I would like to try to figure out what the fuck is going on with armor.
And move your token up to the armor, please.
Oh! Okay. Excuse me, hello, excuse me, hi, hello, excuse me, hello, hello!
Okay. So, before you make your rolls, are you trying to discern what it is on a spiritual level, or was it physically doing there?
That's a great question. What it's physically doing here.
Ah, okay. In that case, physically, it just seems to be just physically standing there at attention, as if waiting for something. The armor is old, like rusted armor. Looks like the sword is probably still pretty, gnarly. From what it's looking at, it's waved and jagged and sharp. Probably could definitely do some damage. But if you want to have a stronger idea, you could roll either a knowledge arcana or knowledge religion.
All right. Am I good at either of those? No, I'm not. Okay.
Come on. See what you See, here's the thing. In the Ice Walker traditions, again, the dead aren't protected by physical things. They're protected by the spirits of the ancestors. And this physical thing, it's obviously enchanted armor. It's it will probably be connected to this somehow, so that's about as much as you can ascertain.
Great, she turns. Guys, it's armor.
Oh, good job, Nori. I'm proud of you.
Just pops into frame.
Nori just. Oh, yes, it's proud of me.
I'm always
Good job.
Does anybody else want to investigate the room?
Milton, come tap the helmet.
No. That's not respecting stuff in here, right?
You respectfully tap.
Can I look to see if there's anything written, like around the pyres themselves?
Ah, yes, you may. Roll me a knowledge arcana, if you please.
So smart. Come on, Quinn.
There we go. Quinn. All right, I'm just going to move Raskin in here because he's not going to leave. His lady, since he is the champion of Valley, says, like, no. So, Quinn, upon looking at the plinths themselves of the flames, you recognize glyphs. Oh, you recognize the glyph work. It's very similar to the glyphs that you guys ran into back at the Hall of the Mountain King. I mean, it's obviously not dwarven, but the dwarves had to get their ideas on glyph work from somewhere, and this is definitely it. Each of the plinths you're looking at right now, it is lined with the glyphs, all for activation upon a moment. Whatever that moment is will activate these and will summon fire elementals. And considering there are 4 of them, all these are probably linked.
Huh.
So, well, I suppose I suppose we should start with the nearest one.
All right, so this one over here, okay. Now, as I mentioned, again, in terms of religious and things like that, it is acknowledging something of the present, something that you value of the present, not an item, but like a memory, something like that. Excuse me. As a matter of fact, Quinn, can you make me one more roll, please, of knowledge arcana? Just again, you're looking at the scroll work. Wonderful. I was hoping you'd get that level. So as you're reading the scrolls, the glyph work further, this plinth speaks of memories or things that you value of love.
Chickle pow, pow. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, no, you're the one who discovered it. I'm just saying
Yeah.
Yeah, so it appears that we're supposed to offer a memory of some kind to these fire plinths. This one specifically refers to a memory of love. I'm not sure if anyone here has something that they think. Oh, and also, just in case, Quinn takes out four pieces of paper from one of his journals. Like, I'm not sure exactly if it's like if you're supposed to write it down and then burn it, but I feel like that I've seen that before as far as offerings go.
Does it say specifically what kind of love? Like, are we talking like familial love or sibling love or
It only says
other
love.
love? What?
Yeah, it only says love, so I imagine it could be pretty
Oh, that's very big.
flexible.
If I could be so bold as to say, I think the one who's experienced the most love out of all of us seems to be Nori.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly.
I do have a lot of love. I have a lot of love to give. The other one
Okay.
is fine.
Oh.
What?
Says
Quinn,
Edgar popping up.
No, do you have a story for the pyre then? And Allie's gonna like move out of the way and just sort of gesture towards it.
Oh boy, I have lots of stories. Um, and she's gonna like dig back through her memories and find um one of the first yeah, like the first time she experienced a snowstorm, and at the time when her dad was still alive, and both of her parents like swaddling her up in like a bunch of furs and just building a fire and being very cozy, and all of her brothers like crowding around and just all of them like just existing in this cozy, lovely little.
May I ask for Nori to RP this out with?
Oh, cheers! Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, well, I have lots of memories of being loved and of loving. Growing up in the village, it was not hard, but I
Is
think.
Nori near the pyre as she's talking? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, sure, I can move near the pyre.
Yeah, please. Again, just for visual aesthetic. So there's a spot for you right here.
Cheers. All right, yeah.
Okay, cool. Continue. Sorry.
Okay. But one of my favorite memories is from when I was very young, very tiny, little. Well, like little for you. Never mind. So when I was little, and it was my first snowstorm, and I had never experienced, and so of course I was really scared, and that made everything worse. Like my fear made the snow like so much like fall down harder and the wind blow stronger, and my parents, once they figured out that it was a little correlation, because Grandma Modi came in and was like, because she does that. They they brewed a pot of peppermint tea, and they wrapped me in furs, and and my father built a giant fire, and we sat in front of the fire, and my mother on one side and my father on the other, and and we told stories of our past, stories, fairy tales that I grew up with and that I loved, and my brothers tried to ruin it always because they would always be coming in spoilers, but it doesn't matter because we've heard all these stories before. Anyway, sorry. That doesn't matter because I punched them in the face and they were like pissed off. But it was just existing together and loving and being loved surrounded by all of that.
As Nori finishes this story, the fire, which is, that bright orange yellow flame, turns blue.
That sounds lovely, Nori.
It was until Narakan almost fell into the fire, and then we had to
And the fire comes back. No.
No!
But yeah, the fire turns blue at the completion of the story.
Do you have any stories like that?
I think we have stories for the other pyres.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Quinn, can you read those?
Sure, let's move on to this one.
Quinn, you're smart and literate.
Now, Quinn, I believe, if I remember correctly, your comprehend language is select, correct?
Let me double check the duration.
I think it lasts for 10 minutes? Or is
oh,
it
it's an hour. So
Oh,
yeah, it'll
hour.
still go.
Perfect. I knew it was something long, but I couldn't remember it again. So, as you come over again, you recognize the glyph work, but here, you already had love. This is memory of joy. Love and joy are similar, but joy does have a distinct feel. So here, memories of joy.
Has anybody ever been happy before?
Not this group. No, just kidding.
Time recently, I mean,
Astrid seems to be full of joy. It's a little different than most would suspect, but it's her kind of joy.
oh no, I'm just masking all the time.
Gosh.
Milton?
No.
Milton said, "We're all sad here."
We can't all be sad.
No, I have had joyous moments, like, but because joy is not the same as being happy, right? Like joy is like the peak of happiness, I guess, right? Not everyone has to.
There's a difference between being happy, because it's being happy and oh hey, things are wonderful. Joy is a moment in time when happiness is at its peak, and it could disappear, it may never come back again, but there is at least a moment of joy.
I mean, I have one. It's a bit intercut with some bittersweetness, but I think it could possibly count. So I was 12 years old, and at this point in my life, well, I can't remember if I'm sure I've told you, but my family are all pretty extravagant spellcasters. They're all prodigies in their own right. And it's normally you're expected to cast your first spells when you're about 5 or 6, when you're starting your education. And for me, it just didn't happen. I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't. I knew what I needed to do, but it just wasn't there. And so when I was 12, I finally cast a spell for the first time. It's just a small cantrip, mending, and he does a little thing, just like fixes a tear on his clothes. And I thought it was the most incredible thing, and I ran to my father to show him, and he said, Congratulations, Quinn. You're now as talented as our seamstress. And he walked away. And then I was, it just dropped me down to my lowest until my sister came home and she saw that something was wrong, and I showed her my mending spell, and the way that her face lit up made me completely forget about anything that my father had said. And she leapt for joy like I had just conjured a wish spell. Um, and she took me by the hand and she showed every single uh, servant and worker and on the grounds. We started just finding small tears and in random clothing and fabric around, and we started just fixing them, and that was probably the happiest I've ever been.
She sounds amazing, Quinn.
Crying.
Upon the finishing of that story, the fire goes from a vibrant orange yellow to a soft pink. Which is saying something for me because I can't see the color pink, but you know.
You've heard of
Just-
it, though.
Yeah, I've heard of it though.
No, the concept of pink.
We're gonna save up and get you those glasses someday. So you can see all the colors.
It's very prevalent in a certain popular movie right now.
Yeah. Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
yes.
man.
Really
Put
was
them on nuclear pink. So you technically have 2 more pyres, but mind you, no one, I mean, aside from Astrid, who saw, hey, it's armor, huzzah, you have the armor there as well.
Mom!
Sorry, Nori. Yeah.
No, it's like, it wouldn't be a stream without you calling Nora
One of you
Ashton
by the
Ashton.
wrong name. Yeah,
I
now
know, somebody take a drink.
It's
Yeah.
a tradition
Okay.
now.
I'm
Yeah, if you have an alcoholic beverage, take a drink.
you know, I understand why you mix up Nori and Astrid. I understand it, but the fact that you have 2 necromantic characters, both starting with the letter A,
Yeah.
and they're both 2 syllables for the most part,
And we're
Astrid
both
and Allie.
pastels.
And you don't mess us up, but you mess up the witch
The
and
vibe.
the Goliath.
It's the vibe.
Again, both Rick and I have like feral raccoon /
No
possum.
thoughts, just vibes. That's
Yeah, we share one brain cell. So
it. Just pass it back and forth, but with a
We just-
ping
yeah, we
pong
just-
paddle.
bang it back and
It's okay. It's okay. I take accountability for my shortcomings.
It's not a
And I
short
remember
joke,
them.
it's something fun.
Eventually.
Trying to make short jokes, Brian? Trying to make a short
Yeah.
joke or something?
Because
Oh,
also,
Brian.
I think her and I are the shortest ones in the fucking squad.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, we are. You're the shortest. But not by much.
Going down a rabbit hole, folks.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Next. Okay.
So you have the the armor, and the other 2 pyres.
Clank the armor.
I'm gonna go to this one.
Okay.
Just because it's in a corner and I like corner.
All right. Now you're there to get an idea what it is, because again, Quinn has been the one that's been deciphering them. Oh, there he is. So, Quinn.
Hooked arms of Quinn is like, come on, let's go look at this one.
Oh,
Come on, buddy. So, as you all get there, you've had love, you've had joy. This one is sorrow.
Oh. I got this
everybody
one.
fight over this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll thumb wrestle you for
this is where everyone reveals their tragic
Do we
backstory.
want to look at
TM.
the other one first before we do it then, and maybe like see who might be best fitted? Okay, look, Mary's like, I've been thinking about this since we did the first one.
I could.
Allie
read the other
is
one just to
going.
see.
Allie's gonna linger around the statue and see if there's anything written like on the pyres around the statue.
All right, you're gonna have to roll me a knowledge arcana. Is anybody gonna look at the other pyre, or are you just sticking with that one?
Somebody else. who's
Doesn't
smart.
Quinn have to look at it though?
Well, I mean, that's why I give anybody could look at anything. So, Quinn, that one below where Astrid, and I know it's Astrid because I'm looking right at her. That one is sorrow. This one, memories of rage.
Ooh.
Fuck.
So you have rage and sorrow, joy and love. So the multiple functions of a deranged mind.
And Allie found a rock.
Allie found that this is also glyphed. The glyphs again are similar from the Hall of the Mountain King, but this isn't necromancy, so you know, that kind of thing.
He's a rock?
Quinn, this one's for you.
Yeah.
Make your rounds, Quinn.
All right, so Quinn, if you want to roll knowledge arcana, because this one is not the pyres, this one's a little different.
Right. Okay. Let's see.
Get Droogie out and try to see it.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Woo!
Fine.
Okay, natural 20 on this. So, Quinn, your eyes glow with knowledge. This armor is an armor of an ancient champion, like the ones depicted above, because, again, your eyes are taking in information from everywhere. The gods of old had selected 7 immortal champions to fight against the great enemy. This is the armor of one of them, Kor, the champion of the god of war. This armor is an armor of pure battle. Excuse me. And the glyphs will activate it along with the others. This one deals with memories of sacrifice. So you've had rage, sorrow, sacrifice.
Okay. I don't have that. I've had stuff sacrificed for me. I don't think that's actually a sacrifice though. So I would bounce. I got sorrow and I got rage. What do you? She's gonna look at Milton and Allie and be like, "What do you guys have?"
I suppose that's a matter of interpretation. I suppose I could have either. Haven't had a very angry existence, so I suppose that's not in the cards for me there. But the other two, I could come up with something.
Okay, Milton. What about you?
I could do either rage or sorrow.
Okay.
You will notice that the flames are beginning to burn a little bit brighter.
Okay. Well. So Allie, if you're the only one that's actually had experience with sacrifice, do you want to do that one, the big one? But maybe do that one last, because it seems like it's a special one, because it's got the armor in front of it.
Okay. And she's just gonna like stand near it, but also like kind of watching it in case it moves.
Milton, what would you like to share with the class today? Your rage or your sorrow?
Do you guys want to be scared or not so scared?
Well, I've been friends with Astrid for a while, so.
I once put an army of undead squirrels in her bedroom as a birthday present.
It was definitely unique.
It was
It's
nuts.
not a birthday like.
Ah.
What'd you say?
It was
It was
nuts.
not.
God damn it!
You don't have to be squirrely about it, okay? Just yes. I'm broad-eyed and bushy-tailed. What can I say?
Oh my god!
Get out. You're done. We'll do the rest of it from here.
All right. Good night, everybody.
No. You fucker, of course. Get your ass back here.
So,
Okay.
who's going first?
Ugh. I don't know if that joke was so bad. I just want to squirrel
Do you
myself
want to go
away.
first, Milton? Or do you want to go second to last?
Second to last.
Oh, okay. So, sorrow. Well, I did tell you guys, you know, what happened with my family. I don't know if I told you that it was on my birthday, but it was. That was a hoot. But probably it would have been so after they like came and took my mom and I was down in the root cellar. That's why I like little dark tight places, because like that's what kept me safe. It was a lot of like not knowing, and like there was still like some hope, you know what I mean? Because like I could hear it kind of went badly, but like, you know, you don't know what's going on, so you're like, there's like maybe a 5% chance that something could work out. But probably was when my dad, he like moved the desk off the trap door and he opened it after he did like his special knock. And seeing his face, I think would be I guess like my big moment of sorrow, because the look on his face, like he was beat to shit too. But I've never, like, he's a really happy dude. Like he's like, I get my personality from my dad. We're like two peas in a pod, and seeing him just utterly dejected and hopeless and broken like that, because like he and my mom, like, they didn't have one of those marriages where it was like, you know, well, we're married but I kind of hate you. Like, they fucking loved each other. It was pretty cute. We were a pretty happy family, and he was obsessed with my mom, you know, big feminist icon right there. And just seeing his face and like knowing that it didn't go right, you know, that she was gone, and then him having to try to explain to me what happened, and then packing up our shit and then leaving, like that whole night was probably like the beginning of like the dark times, I guess.
At the completion of that story, the red, brilliant fire fades to a bright white.
So Milton, it's your turn.
Oh.
Or he's just gonna put like a hand on Astrid's shoulder.
Edgar will pop out of the bag and wrap around Astrid's neck. I love you, mother. Take me
Oh.
Oh Lord, Edgar, too tight, not again.
Yeah, I love you too, but you know, if I die, you do too, dummy.
Never will.
Embrace my love.
Yes.
That's the other pyre.
Yeah, Nori did that one.
So,
It's okay, Edgar, I love you.
next.
That's 2 wishes.
I'm trying to pick just one story of rage.
Everybody backs away from Milton.
Mhm. See, there's that one and there's that one. I'm gonna say,
Sequin, seamstresses are scary.
mhm. We stab things like thousands of times with needles. I mean, let's see. I go with my first rage, I guess. Um, After I left my parents, um, not by choice, I traveled a lot to find a, new place to stay, but I had a little problem. So let's see. One night, I don't remember what happened, but I went into a blind rage and there was, I think, a camp of some sort. And next thing I know, nobody was in the camp anymore. It was quite busy, but I had a lot of anger issues back then. Just, just,
At the completion of that statement, the fire goes from, usual fire, bright reddish orange, to blood red.
my color.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Yeah. So we might have to unpack some of that later. But are you
Ellie.
if you need to talk, like I can.
Allie, since you're near the armor and you're kind of keeping an eye on it, when that last fire dims, the light within the armor grows brighter.
Oh. I suppose suppose that's my turn. And she's like looking it in the face. Um,
The
as she
ghostly
talks.
light looks back.
Yeah. Unsettling. Um, I I come from a martial family, and I didn't have um the same qualities as them, and but I wanted to prove myself in a similar fashion, so I attempted a spell that was significantly higher than I should have attempted. Um, and uh, it got out of control. Um, and there was a cleric of Berthadius who happened to be in the area at the time. They saved me and hundreds of other people. But I still had to face my family after that. And I was given a bit of a choice. Um, I could take responsibility for all of their lives in a traditional sense. Um, or I could try to make up for it by other means, and I already had been talking to the cleric, so I opted to follow Rothadius. But in order to do so effectively, I had to give up Sylvania for a time. I cannot go back until I am able to complete my trial, which I failed the first time. So as far as my family is concerned, I'm not really anymore.
At the completion of that story, of that sacrifice, the armor moves its helmet down, its ghostly eyes piercing deep into you, acknowledging the sacrifice. And you feel from within its ancient heart a sense of sympathy, a sense of understanding. And the armor goes dark and inert.
Ellie like wipes her face and brushes off her clothes and is like, so, shall we move on? She just starts walking towards the door.
Astrid's gonna run up to her and give her a hanky and a hug.
Nori's gonna like come up behind them both and just like big hug, just like.
Oh,
Can we just like, yeah, Quinn's right there. Astrid's gonna grab Quinn.
Everybody
Grab
group hug.
Milton too.
Group hug right now.
Milton's trying to run away.
No, Milton.
Quinn's just
Nori
there,
grabs
there.
Milton by like the scruff of their like their collar, just yoink.
Somehow Raskin just gets yanked into this. It's like, no!
I feel like Quinn is Dwight with the broom.
Oh, everybody group hug. We all need therapy, but we can't afford it, or we don't have access to a therapist. So this is
our
the
therapist.
What? No.
She is not covered under your insurance. Don't listen.
No, I'm expensive.
It is expensive.
Oh,
She's charged me
Air?
for
air, please.
Oh yes, sorry. I get a little it's sorry, I'm used to hugging Goliath.
Milton, really quick.
Yes.
As no, you keep moving down because this is going to allow you a chance for something.
Okay.
I want first. Can you tell me your passive perception, really quick?
Quick. What's really quick? I don't know really quick. 17.
17. Okay. As you're passing by this area over here, your well-trained eye notices something. The glyphs on the wall, seem to be unbroken, but the stonework is askew in kind of an arch fashion around this area.
I want to take a look, but I'm gonna. Hey, Quinn, can you read what's on this wall in front of me, please?
Is there anything on that?
As Quinn is reading, again, it's the tale of the 7 immortals and the sacrifice of the true gods. And as you're looking towards where, you are, something miraculous happens. Scroll work starts forming at the bottom, arching up and around. It's as if your eyes are able to see through an illusion. And the scroll work says, "Here in state are memories of those that have sacrificed and given, and those that will be remembered. And it's in an arch, as if this is a doorway, but it looks like solid stone.
Quinn reads it out loud so everyone in the party can hear. And I don't know, puts his hand on the stone.
Yeah.
Well,
They're just gonna put their hand on the stone just like that. They're not even gonna let
Milton was about to do that.
oh, let's do it together.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I'm not going to roll for the gods, because that was exactly what I'd hope you do. As you both place your hands upon the stone, again, having both given stories within the chamber, the stones begin to shift. Ancient mechanisms behind start going click, clack, 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 click, clack. And the stones open to another chamber.
Ooh.
a chamber of secrets.
No, because
I
we
have
don't
the
want to be
snake.
sued.
Sorry, fucking JK Rowling. Sorry, no what?
So you see this other chamber.
A tunnel of unknowns?
I thought she said Chamber of Seacrest. Like,
A cavern of
there's like a bunch of Ryan Seacrest.
Right.
chamber of Seacrest. Ryan.
This is where we buried him after he was off TV.
This is where we
Wow.
keep him in between seasons of American Idol.
Damn.
So you have that chamber.
Seacrest.
What do you do?
Oh, let's go rescue Seacrest.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's go in. I want to go in.
Hello?
As you step through,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like part of this chamber looks like it could have gone on a bit, but over time it's collapsed in on itself. Except in one area. It's like the scroll work goes and it's like remembering things, and like this passage up here, like just above you, looks crushed in. Like the earth shifted and just crushed in that chamber. There is a door right before you, though.
Hmm. Is it locked?
Yeah, is it?
You could investigate.
Is there anything written on the door?
To investigate?
The door is blank.
Raskin, come here.
Raskin!
Yes, I am here. Here I am.
Oh, can I investigate the door?
Yes, you may.
Adorable. Investigate. Oh shit, I forgot that I'm bad at this now.
Hey, you can still roll.
I do.
You better
It's
luck out.
stone. This would be a great time to batch.
No,
Can I
no,
smash it open? Please?
no.
Can I little smash? Just a little.
No,
So
No.
does she get advantage because it's stone?
Oh, that's right, because you have Drugi. I am going to allow it because it's stonework. You may roll with advantage.
Thank you to whoever.
Ryan's like the nicest DM.
I know, he lets us like do shit. Well, alright.
You
Drugi's
don't
like,
bash it.
I can only do so much. I tried, I really did.
It's not Drugi, it's not your fault I have a -1 to intelligence. It's fine. I'm
The
not
dice tell us
I
that.
think you're intelligent for the both of us.
Oh, thanks, Drugi.
Of course, everybody just gets that one side of that conversation.
Having a moment.
Just like,
Does anybody else want to investigate the door?
please somebody else investigate.
Oh.
Allie
Boy.
trusts Milton with doors.
I can pick them. Investigating.
I got a +8.
Hey Milton, it's because
So-
you're so adorable.
Everybody's trying to decide. Well, okay. From the distance, the two of you,
Mm-hmm.
the door does not seem to be locked from a
We're the
distance.
two smartest ones in the party.
Oh, Jesus.
It's the only what we bring.
And also, again, for the two very mystical individuals of the group, this one, again, like everything else, the scroll work's in the walls. This one, it seems like the scroll work disappears behind the door. Like it goes around the edge and then disappears into the door. Like he continues, but the door is in the way.
Very decorating.
So.
And of course, I'm putting up my hands, and no one can see where my hands are.
Yes. Thank you. She's gonna turn to Quinn. So, do you think that they added the door after they did the scroll work?
Yeah, it seems like it. Like
it's an interruption.
Yeah, this is just in the way. Yeah.
How's it looking over there?
Should we open it?
Does it seem
or
trapped?
nah?
It does not seem trapped from where you're standing.
What if I'm on top of Nori?
Just all of a sudden, Esther just climbs like a spider monkey on top of
Nori's shoulder,
honestly, and Nori's just so used to it, she just sort of okay.
It's like a kitten climbing your leg.
We literally
are in Trapta and Scorpia, okay?
Actually, I'll tell you about it later.
So, now that you've gotten closer, it does not appear to be trapped.
Milton, do the thing.
Do the thing? Open the door?
Turn the knob?
Oh, right, it's not locked. Okay. Someone
Nori's just gonna push it open.
I opened it.
Look, I'm just assuming everything's locked and I don't listen to everything that's said.
As you all open it, within the chamber, torches light. And the scroll work continues. And here it's even much more visible, as if this had been untouched by time. And I'm going to start playing my favorite when it comes to this kind of thing. In the center of the room, again, there's the massive scroll work, and here are murals depicting an individual standing amongst the 7 others. A wizened individual, someone who seems to either, if not be leading, but chosen, member of prominence. And just to give you an idea, move this to the... In the center is a statue.
Like that.
A statue of someone who looks like this.
Oh.
An older man. Hair riveling white. Cloaked in ancient mystical robes. But eyes filled with sorrow which are portrayed through the stone. Quinn, do you read what is there?
Yes.
You read upon the stone itself. In memory of his sacrifice, we honor Vothanius, last disciple of Rothadius. May his sacrifice be a testament for all and remembered throughout time.
And of course, Quinn reads this out loud.
Okay.
Astrid, my
Yes.
you notice a symbol on this figure. And the face is human. The wizened ancient wizard. Powerful. Great. The staff, Astrid. Horned and demonic. You've seen that staff.
Well, and Quinn, you said the last disciple of Rothadius?
Mm-hmm.
Because Vorath is the first and the last disciple. Isn't he?
Vorath is the last disciple.
Is this Vorath's human form?
I didn't even know he was human, to be honest.
Something? Oh.
Is he your bone buddy?
Yeah. Can I call him?
Is this pre-bone?
I guess so. I mean, because, you become a lich. You don't just, you're not, born a lich. Imagine little baby liches running around. Be so cute. Can I look at it closer?
You may. Are you trying to investigate anything in particular?
I would like to take like a general gander at it, but I would also like to look for any other similarities between the statue and Bone Daddy.
As you look
Out of hand.
over, and I won't have you roll because you spend a lot of time with Forath.
Yeah.
As you're looking over the various pieces of armor and robe, they seem similar. There's enough there, possibly, but again, things change over time. When you peer into the face, when you peer into those eyes, even through the stone, it's as if whoever carved this took a living being and framed it. You know those eyes.
Yeah, because I saw him last time I was with him.
Those are the same eyes. Yes, of course, Bone Daddy is a rictus lich. He has that perpetual grin of tight skin. But those eyes, who understand loss, sacrifice, rage, joy, and love, peer back at you as if through the ages.
While all of this is happening, Allie is staying near the door when she realizes that this is like
Allie,
she's
since
I
you've
was just
drawn my attention, and I appreciate that for you, can you
Yeah.
roll me a wisdom check? Not a save, a check.
okay. Okay.
Perfect. So, as you're standing in the back, you know, that the walls are tight. The walls are tight. Looking at the figure, a great black form appears behind it. Great black wings. And a face that you know well from your dreams hovers above the statue, and two arms wrapping around it, like a mother holding a lost child. And the eyes peer at you, Allie, and they know you.
She's gonna slowly make her way forward and just kind of look at people's faces as she going forward, see if they like notice any of this.
Not to break the tension, but my son is right here.
Hello, child.
Brody, shouldn't you be in bed?
Say,
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to pause really quick on here. I'm sorry. So, is it possible that we could take our 5-minute break now?
Yeah, of course.
Wonderful. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but the small boy is here and I have to go deal with him as of right now.
pause for
No worries. We will be back in a moment. I'll keep chat updated via chat.
Indeed.
Thank you, everybody. And take this time to get a drink, refresh. I will be back shortly.
Yeah. skip everything else we're doing.
Just go right after the father.
Just gonna hunt
You know,
down
that
a
is
powerful
that is a
wizard.
possible option.
Chat, we
Ah.
decided to kill Quinn's father. That was
Patricide.
discussion.
And again, thank you everybody for your patience. You know, when you have children, it's called you have responsibilities, and I have responsibilities. So, family always comes first.
Yes.
When we were
Now it's
last,
our family time.
so again, you are in the chamber. You've looked at this great statue of what you are now believing is the mortal form of Vorath, Forthanius.
Bone Papa. Sorry.
Should
So,
Kitty.
do I need to do insights on everybody, or is it just pretty obvious that whether they see it or not?
None of them, I mean, if there was a huge shadowy figure, a lot of everybody doesn't seem to even mildly recognize or acknowledge it.
Okay. So Allie's gonna come up as close to the figure as she can. And just
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, and just sort of like kind of reach towards it slowly.
As Allie gets closer and again passes just right by Astrid, the figure dissipates as if it were an illusion. And you place your hand upon the stone. And I'm going to need a wisdom save.
Bro.
I got you. Oh, I got you. Okay.
You were lucky this time. Upon touching the stone, it seems to resonate with necrotic energy, latent necrotic energy. Not anything you could draw from, but definitely a connection to the nether realms.
Guys.
Yeah.
Does anyone hear a cat?
Yeah, that would be. Get back here, Hamish. He's like sitting like right
If we
here.
hear him, it counts, okay?
I think we should.
Inspiration upon hearing the voice of Hamish.
Yes.
You know, we're just like, does anyone
Such a
hear
talkative cat.
in this universe that's talking?
The Eldritch Cat speaks to you.
Amazing. Hello?
Berthadius, was here. Berthadius was here. Let's pay our respects, and we should probably continue
Wait.
on.
Respects? Does Rotharius like beef jerky?
Well, wasn't there something about bathing in something of Versadius in that prophecy? Not prophecy, but
Guardians.
the Guardians, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if this was intended as one of the Guardians, but Berthadius was definitely here, guys. And she's just kind of like,
Well,
it's like that shock and awe of seeing someone that you truly admire, but also the fear of, oh my god, this was a god.
Oh my god, guys, I saw him. He walked in and he said hi, and I froze up.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you
that was
okay?
me when I met Kevin Conroy.
That was me when I met freaking John Barrowman, alright? I literally could not even use my phone. He had to take our selfie for me.
And I love that for you.
Yeah. That's the same moment she's having right now. She's just like, oh, guys.
Now in my mind, Verthadius will always look like John Barrowman.
my god.
Good, he aged very well.
Right?
Just so that you know, Rothadius is actually David Bowie.
Yes.
Oh.
Love that. Astrid is gonna turn to Allie. That makes you know who that is, right?
Context clues.
That's this is Borat.
Yeah, I feel that connection.
Yeah. He doesn't even.
You want to show him?
Should I show him? He hasn't been here, and he's stuck in the dead wastes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm. Do you think he'll like it?
I don't know.
Like, does it? It resembles him, right?
I mean, I honestly only know the eyes. That's the only bit I've seen of him that he used to look like. Is there anything else around the room?
Thank you.
We're all just admiring
is
the
it just
statue.
like a statue in a cavern, or is there like stuff on
No.
the wall?
Again, there's stuff all around, but again, you guys focused on the statue in the dead center.
He's a focal point, you know?
Yeah,
Just
it's a
written
focal point.
instructions everywhere.
When you see a big, godlike and god entity wrapping around a statue, you kind of lose focus of everything else.
Around the room are depictions. Again, here it seems like it's untouched by time. Well, in the other chambers, it looks like, a faded, hard to read. Here, the depictions are brilliant. They are vibrant. They dance in the light of the fire. It depicts the champions, several of them. Some you wouldn't even know what they are, but they're definitely points of importance. The two that you probably recognize, obviously, is Vorthanius standing before you, being selected by a pair of skeleton hands and a bird-like face. The other, next to Vorthanius, is a tiefling holding a brilliant sword, being chosen by celestial hands of light. The story continues on how these companions fought against this great evil, and this great evil had minions. Some with tentacles, some insect-like, some like great dragons of hellfire and brimstone. But each of these champions made a sacrifice. Vorthanius is depicted as the last one. All the others have fallen or gone away. The one with the sword is standing next to Vorthanius, but he is seen as the last at the pinnacle. Aged, withered, hunched, bathed in darkness.
Can I show this to him? Oh god, okay. I feel like this is a good glasses coming off though, not like a scary glasses coming.
You never know anymore.
So getting the drink.
Are we gonna get attacked in here?
Oh my god. Is Bone Daddy gonna attack us?
No.
Are you going to communicate with him?
You gotta now. You gotta. Now you gotta. Took the glasses off.
The hair bonnet.
With your hair for? Babushka.
So,
Babushka.
how are you going to contact him?
So she fiddles with her like the crystal all the time, so it's in her hand, and she's just gonna like open her mind to him and hey, I know you mentioned if first off, hi, hope you're doing well. It's been like what, an hour, 2 hours, I don't know. I know you said to talk to you after, but I think you should see this for yourself.
Wisdom save, please.
Cool.
Glorious.
Okay.
Oh,
As you open your mind,
fire flower.
everybody else disappears, vanishes. The chamber becomes bathed in a silvery light, like that of the moon. Standing in front of you, peering up at the statue before him, is not Vorath as you know him. It is a figure, long, silver-streaked hair, human, standing upright, gripping his staff. You could only see partially his face from the side. It's like the front of his face is obscured in shadow, but he's standing there looking at it. I have not seen that face in age. This is refreshing. He does not look at you, but he remains there and takes in a breath. You've never heard him breathe before. And he releases it. Thank you for showing this to me.
You're welcome. Are you okay?
It is like looking in a mirror for the first time after a lifetime of lifetimes. It is like looking back and remembering when you do not want to remember. He turns, and all you see are his glowing eyes. Again, his face is obscured, and he looks at you and goes, I knew you were important, but now I am sure of it. We will speak more later, if you survive. Boom!
There he is.
Yeah.
By the way, for all of you who are just standing there, you just see her eyes go white for like a minute. And then she pops back.
Okay, Dory's in front of her, like holding her nose, like, oh no.
What? Hi, who?
Sorry, your eyes went like really wide, and I was really scared because for a second you were like, woo, and like I know you go like woo a lot, but like this time it was like a woo, and I wasn't ready. And are you okay?
Yeah.
For just everybody at home, this is an 8-foot tall, barbarian hunched over, making sure their small's okay.
Because there's like a 3-foot height difference between them. There's a whole Milton between Astrid and Nori. So if Milton stood on Astrid's head,
How many Miltons to reach a Nori?
how many Miltons? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak you out or like take too much time. We can scoot. Yeah.
What's this torch thing here?
Oh, that's just light.
Okay.
That's part of the map. It's not anything special.
Okay.
Because Milton wants to stab somebody with it.
You can't take the graphic. It's not possible.
Oh, I was just gonna light something on fire. That's all.
Well, there are torches in the room, just that particular one you can't take.
It's okay, Milton. We'll feed you another torch to commit arson with.
Allie is going to just do a just a general cleric rite, like, you know, respecting a honorable figure, kind of.
Bless you.
All right. And as you're performing this small rite of thanks, appreciation as part of the rituals of Rotharius, Quinn. Oh, Quinn.
Oh, quit.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
As you're standing within this chamber, looking over the depictions of the great enemy, you hear in your mind something very distinctly different. It's not the usual Quinn. This one is different. It goes, ah, what an interesting depiction. Don't you think, Quinn?
I'm sorry, who's calling?
New phone, who dis?
That was us both holding the brain cell. That was beautiful, Malachi. Just
That was
it's like, who's calling?
new phone, who dis?
The voice replies back, oh, don't you know me? You found me, remember? 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 And it disappears.
Quinn, how many voices you got up in your head?
Hello?
Quinn. My, such secrets. Such wonders. I can't help but think, Quinn, are these truths or lies?
True lies.
And from that point, an astral hand comes out of nowhere and just slaps Nori right in the cheek. And no, I said Nori, not Astral. You can't get me that time.
And just, oh. Nori starts swinging her axe. Ouch.
Is there any reason why you would think any of this is lies? I mean,
As history shows, Quinn, everything written is from the point of view of the victor. And we've both lost, haven't we, Quinn? Always losing, Quinn. And the voice dissipates. You will notice the two voices, very different.
great. I have another head friend.
I'm so glad I don't have any.
How many do
Maybe
you
we can
have?
give it to Milton. We can all have
Yes,
one.
please share your head, friend.
Well, I don't know why they've doubled up on me.
Yo, what the hell? How many is it at this point? You get 2, 3?
It's just 2, right?
Okay.
Are you okay?
No.
I was
Are
asking
you
Quinn. I know
yourself?
you're not okay. Quinn, are you good?
I don't know. A new person, new voice started talking to me.
Oh no.
They didn't really say
No.
much.
But Nori grabs Quinn's head. Get out! Get out!
You're gonna give him shaken Quinny syndrome.
No, I'm so sorry.
You got big brain. It's gonna like rattle around and explode in there.
But look, if it has big brain, it takes up all space. It will not have any move. space to move around. You know what I mean?
I know, but Eddie swear, you know. Are you good, dude?
So quick question. Who You're pretty close with Vorath, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, who is his like? Does he have like a nemesis or an enemy of some sort?
He hasn't said anything specifically. I know he's not like we've talked about. You know, like I mentioned, you guys like the whole Church of the Dawn. Like they want to. Their god isn't a god; it's an eldritch thing that was sentenced away. And I'm kind of wondering if it's related to all this. His main thing is just like keeping the balance.
I think
For
his
the
other
most part.
enemy is skincare products.
Or maybe I think he's got some issues with hydration. He drinks a lot of like, I don't think it's coffee, but it's like coffee.
Hmm.
Why?
My my patron voice said something about history being written by the victors.
Oh. Like maybe our
It-
patrons are not on the same side?
Maybe.
I mean, because I mean, we know, like, we obviously, I know Borath, but like there's the Faith of the Maiden shit right there, right?
Yep.
That like I'm right in assuming that's who that is, right? Because like you said that we would know. So I mean, like, and we know enough of the Faith of the Maiden to know that this seems right. I didn't know she was a tiefling. Did I know she was a tiefling?
No, again, in the Faith of the Maiden, she's often depicted as a human.
Yeah.
Tiefling erasure.
What?
Tiefling erasure.
Oh yes, yeah. So I didn't know that it was a tiefling, but like I'm pretty sure that's the Faith of the Maiden. So I mean that's two very different sources because like at this point they are not friendly with Borath. So it's kind of like, huh. So they're not a fan of the mural.
Actually, these seem. I don't know any new information, like anything that could be considered a secret. He, they love, so it's hard to really gauge where they stand.
Do you guys not like talk? Like I know you talk, but like does.
Well, you were talking right now.
No, I know, but like your patron seems like really cryptic and stuff, and maybe I'm like I don't have experience with other patrons other than Vorath, and honestly, Vorath's like talking to an old buddy.
Well, like it's a patron of knowledge, so they normally puzzles and crypts are expected.
Okay.
Couldn't you have had the patron of like stray dancers?
Well,
that would have been great. Right about now.
Well, we'll put a pin in this, and we can have a nice lengthy discussion over booze later.
Are we going to smash something?
Yeah, Quinn's dad.
So, do you leave the chamber?
Sorry, let me go back to the thing.
Yeah, before we leave the room, like Astrid is just going to like reach up and like touch the statue of Morphanius. God damn it!
Wisdom save.
No.
Hey, like I just like felt weird to not like. Okay.
I know. Hey, I know. I have wars.
I'm touching. I didn't grope it. It's not like I'm like at his crotch.
You are reaching around and you're grabbing one of those cakes.
Okay. You can't grope a hand.
You can grope.
We're not going to have that discussion during this stream. Not tonight.
Okay, no, was that conversation in game? Was that Nori like you gotta touch?
Yeah, that whole conversation was in game. Everybody just heard that.
Don't grope the statue.
Nobody broke the statue.
I've seen.
No, I have no interest in that stuff.
As you touch the statue, you feel that connection, that necrotic connection that you have normally with the stone through the statue. But while the stone connects to Vorath's, antechamber, his public space, sanctum, yes. Here, it's like touching his essence, like actual him, like to hold his hand, him as a being. Have that sensation for but a moment. And you are returned back to normal. Like touching his soul.
Yes, sir. Do you want us to leave you alone with the statue for a moment? Or
No,
you
shut
good?
the fuck up. We're going. She's gonna go to the door, take one last look around, and kind of photographic memory it, and then she's like, "Oh shit!" And then as soon as she walks out, Raskin's there.
Hello! I've been keeping guard.
Milton, do you have bells in your bag? I'm gonna put one around his neck.
Actually, I think I do.
We're gonna
Really?
make you a necklace, Raskin.
Wait, we should give one to Edgar too, because I forget he is in my pocket at all times.
Oh, I don't. He's so heavy.
Well, I don't.
Yo.
No.
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 Raskin is fine with jewelry, especially if it comes from Milton. Yes.
We should make you a little bell earring. It would look very cool with the one earring, kind of like a rapscallion dashing kind of
I like the vibe. It is most good.
Perfect. Milton, I'm commissioning you an earring for that one, but just make it jangly.
Oh, okay.
Jingle, 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 jingle. With his big ears. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
I love that. Jingle. Okay.
So, do you head back into the other chamber?
I'm gonna hop over Quinn.
If you return to the other chamber, you have the one remaining door left. And we're actually going to change the music back because you have left that space and you are in the other space.
This one? Oh, hello. Everybody gather around the door. The Chamber of Secrets. Another one maybe.
Now, as you had done all this... Wow, okay.
Sorry.
Done all the steps. The door is alight. It is locked, though.
Milton.
Yes.
You want to unlocky the door? I don't know. Fuck it. Okay. Please do your thing.
Okay.
Oh,
What?
can I tap it with Druby real fast just to see what's the?
So you're trying to investigate with Drugi?
Yeah.
Investigation with Drugi on 9 o'clock on Fox. Roll that investigate with advantage because it is stone.
I love investigating with advantage because wow, that wasn't the worst. Ooh, but that's even better. What does a 17 get me?
So, as you take Drugi and tap, 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 Drugi's like, okay. So, it seems like this one's more of a spring action. Pretty simple. I mean, if we tried to force this thing in before doing everything, it would have activated the entire room and we would have been cooked in a furnace. But no, we're smart.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you share that information?
She's gonna relay this to the group.
Hmm?
But what he said.
Mary, you will now have advantage with picking the lock.
Okay. And that is sleight of. Is it
Sleight of hand, that's correct.
Okay. I'm happy we got advantage.
I say,
There we go.
there we go. I always say, if you roll high, why not roll higher? So this one is not like the Gordian knot before. This one is surprisingly simple, and as you're clicking and working it, this one's been used a lot. Like the other one was used at least once or twice. This one has been opened a lot, and it is unlocked.
Okay. Got it.
It's unlocked? Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go in first? Because
I'll go in first.
you sound very confident. Okay.
Mm-hmm. There. I'm in.
Yes, I know.
Oh dear.
Nori's gonna kind of scooch in front of me.
As the door opens,
Oh, hi.
the room
Mm-hmm.
is alight with torchlight, as well as a silver beam of light from some unknown location high above. This chamber is large and filled with all kinds of filigree and such. This is the central chamber worship for the ziggurat. But that is not the important part. Barrels. Barrels upon barrels upon barrels. All with a similar symbol that you've seen more than once. Sitting a fair distance from you, on top of a broken sarcophagus, using it like a desk, is the Kraken. Sitting there, as if waiting for business. And as you enter, his hand reaches up and grips, I'm sorry, the camera doesn't read it, grips what seems to be a lever.
Wrong lever. Sorry.
Good evening. I'm glad you made it all the way down here. Please, come on in.
Can I do quick religion check on what it means to bathe in Rothadius' light
Sure, go ahead.
before walking into this room and potentially fucking with all of this?
Well, the central figure in the room is a depiction of Rothadius. A winged individual with the shroud of death. They are currently standing bathed in silvery light, which is currently also bathing our dear Kraken. And again, you see his hand on a lever. Please, come in.
You are the Kraken? Or he's gonna point Drugi at him.
That is what I am called.
Not for long, because I'm going to be cracking your neck.
Clever.
Sorry, finish this.
Before you come in and crack my neck, you may want to notice something. He pulls a little bit on the lever. You don't have to roll perception on this. The sound of rope tightening. Axes and spears positioned at multiple barrels. With the pull of this, ooze will fill this chamber and, well, things won't be pretty for anybody. Unless, Poppy, you're willing to talk.
Poppy.
Huh?
You're an idiot. There is nobody called Poppy here. Ha! Stupid.
Allie's gonna like whisper towards Astrid, like, Astrid, if things go bad, everyone needs to get away from him, and I can try to kill him really fast.
Okay, so ranged attacks?
If things go bad.
Okay.
But I don't know how that's going to affect the lever. It's just an option. See what happens.
That's really good info, but I am not the person to worry about. It's those two fuckers. And she's gonna point at Milton and Nori.
You're the closest one to me, and I don't want to yell.
Okay, so she's gonna whisper to Nori. Allie said if things go bad to get away from the Kraken, pass it on.
Okay, fine.
I'm thinking big boom.
Okay, she's gonna turn to Milton and she's gonna repeat the information.
Just play telephone with each other while Kraken's sitting there.
While this mob boss is just staring at us, like.
And we're just like.
Poppy, a very interesting group of meat shields you've gotten for yourself.
Yeah, fuck you,
Shields. Like I need a
It's Poppy.
Wait, so if Allie, are you Poppy? Because you're the one in back. Are you using all of us as meat shields?
I'm
Have you
talking
ever
to the
been
short
called-
one in the front.
I'm not that short.
Brask, that's rude. Braskin can't help it.
Perfectly average height for a human man.
I'm 8 feet tall, motherfucker. How dare you?
No, but you are short for your family, though.
I know.
Sorry.
Well, now does he know that? How does he know that?
This is
Something
really
I'm
tiring
about.
my arm.
Wait, okay, it's not our fault that you're confusing us.
Yeah, you are being very vague and also referring to somebody who is not even here.
Yeah. Do we need
And
to
he's
introduce
also
ourselves?
threatening to pull a lever that will fill this entire room with this ooze with him in it.
Can I try
Not
something?
very
Oh,
Can I try?
what makes you think I don't have plans, Poppy? I always have plans. And by the way, yes, Aaron,
Sorry,
you may,
just
what do you
over
wish to
to-
try?
Would just asking the rest of the group also, like, if Nori were to take her hand axe and throw it to try to, like, sever his hand on the
Ooh.
lever, would
That is
y'all
sexy.
be opposed to that?
Wait, time out. If she doesn't do it and she uses her advantage, can one of us, not like all of us, but can one of us gift our advantage to her? So she would technically get 3 tries to do this. Just because it could.
I am going to roll for the gods, okay? I am going to roll for the gods to decide on
Yahtzee.
if this is possible.
Come on, give us Yahtzee.
Yeah, come on, Yahtzee, let's go.
And if
The
that
gods say no.
The gods
No!
are dicks.
Hey, I rolled a 1. The gods have said.
Fine, we didn't get
if
Yahtzee.
that doesn't work though, Quinn could banish him.
Kind of have to get
Allie.
close to him to banish him, my dude.
I mean, banishment has a range of 60 feet.
Are you?
Allie's
I'm within
gripping
50.
her staff.
You could try.
Nori is just gonna turn to the rest of the group and be like, guys, I'm gonna try something.
Are we talking or are we killing, Poppy?
Nori turns and throws her hand axe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're is on. Okay. I'm
Nori,
gonna get
Barbarian's
this
gonna
on.
Okay.
barbarian, okay?
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
It's okay.
You got this.
roll.
You have inspiration.
Thank you, I know.
Also, can I say maybe it might be easier to aim to sever the rope than the hand? I assume like the rope might have a lower AC.
Sever the rope, but when
Like
Yeah,
the rope
because
that he's
there's a
holding onto.
lever.
Oh, it's a lever. Okay, never mind. I
Yeah.
was imagining him holding it.
I mean, it's a
My bad.
lever that's tied to ropes. It's not just, you know.
what would severing the ropes eliminate the threat?
Well, again, do you want the hand or the rope?
Would severing the rope end up letting the axes and stuff fall anyway?
Yeah, like what if the weight of like the handle on the rope is what's keeping it?
Oh, yeah.
That would be the thing.
Not
I'm
a
going
science.
An
for the
intricate
hand. I'm going-
system of ropes and pulleys, and we're not engineers.
Nori wants blood.
I'm
she's
not a
going-
physicist, damn it, Jim. I'm an arcanist.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right, so you're going for the hand?
Please, please, please,
I
please,
really
please.
hope this works.
Fuck. Okay, that's a 12. I'm rolling with disadvantage. Yes! 20. Will a 20 work?
Will 20.
As he says, are we talking or are we fighting? Nori, that blood red instinct, pulls out the axe, lobs it. It arcs head over tail. Before he could say another word, his hand is gone.
Woo!
About the other one.
I'm sorry, was that too loud? Did that pop? I'm sorry if it did.
No, that was good.
No.
No.
You haven't had
The
audio
hand,
since-
he looks, his thump of a hand, he goes, what?
I think we're done talking now.
Yes. Oh my god, that was amazing.
All right, and here's the thing. Considering that I'm not going to say what is. Oh fuck it. His armor class is 20. You hit 20. That being the case, I'm also giving you a surprise round.
That was pretty surprising.
It took off his fucking hand. Yes, it did. Surprise round.
That was very grog of you, Aaron. I really appreciate it. All I can think
No.
is the first episode of Vox Machina.
Yeah.
Keep the hand as a souvenir.
I do need everybody to roll initiative, though.
Yes.
I am, yeah, after this battle, I'm keeping that hand.
Yeah. We will, between Allie and I, we can make it so it doesn't
Damn.
decompose and you can just hang from your belt
Oh,
with your
there we
big
go.
traps.
Beautiful. With my bear traps.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh yeah, are you still running around with those bear traps on your hip?
Yep.
Just a second, I gotta get rid of so many of these other ones. So, alright, 8.
Feels like a waste of a natural 20.
No,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
isn't
not
it like-
going to delete your natural 20. Don't worry, you're still there.
No, it's like
I just have stuff from the last one. Milton got 12, so yeah, that was from the last one. That was from the last one. That was from the last one, and that was from the last one. There we go. And Allie, did you roll? Yes, you did. All right, cool.
Yep. I rolled the best.
There we go. Okay, so in the split second of time, Quinn, you're up, dude.
Get it, Quinny.
And so my first attack has advantage, right? Is it the first or all attacks during? I can't remember how we did natural 20 for initiative.
Natural 20 for initiative. Your first attack has advantage. Not all attacks, just your first one.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, I'm gonna go with my trusty Eldritch Blast.
Go for it, my dude.
Well,
Again, you have advantage.
that was with advantage.
Oh,
I
really?
rolled,
Okay.
I rolled a 3 and a 6.
You also have inspiration if you want to use it. Right? If you want to use it.
Would I roll again with advantage, or would it just be one?
Just
next-
be one extra roll.
All right, yeah, I'll use it. Why not?
Does not hit.
All right. Well, second roll. Let's see if this one hits.
That one hits.
Okay. And we're going to do the least amount of damage possible. 5 force damage.
Alrighty.
We all did agree we wanted this guy dead before we walked in here, right?
Yeah?
Okay, just checking.
We're okay with death, right? Yes.
As long as we have his face.
No,
Hmm?
not okay with it.
Milton, you're up.
Really how we became friends.
Yay.
This is true.
Let's see.
You got this, Milton.
Right there.
Kick his ass, Milton. Take his other hand off.
Take his face.
Take his face.
We do need his space.
I
Yes.
do want to. I want to foot.
You want to fight? All right.
Oh.
One of the eyeballs.
Not the eyes?
Can I have both? Can I get pork? As
Okay.
as
Yeah.
I would say, pork and all those dos.
Why limit ourselves?
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh,
All right. I'm going to throw some daggers at him.
tequila.
All right. Chaka, chaka, chaka.
Since he hasn't taken a turn,
Yep.
I get advantage.
Yeah.
And
24 hits.
yay!
By the way, he did take 20 points of damage from losing his hand, so just FYI.
Good job, Nori.
All right. Since I hit, it's a
Yep.
critical hit.
Right. Because of that assassin ability of yours.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what is your usual max amount of damage before you roll?
8. Plus, is my normal one or with the surprise? Yeah, 8 without the surprise attack.
Okay. Yep. So it's 8
Okay.
plus whatever you're going to add now. Holy Christmas. Okay. Give me a second. I have to calculate that out. So first is 26.
Yeah, Milton, let's go.
Then 8. Boom. Okay.
And then my next dagger.
Yeah, right. Yep, that does not hit. Are you doing anything else?
Nope.
All right. Next up, Astrid. What you doing?
I'm debating on whether or not to use the gift Broomy gave me.
Ooh.
You got options, kid. You haven't used it yet.
I have not used it yet. Milton, do you want to do this like quick and fast and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's gonna pull, and like the sickle is like large and in charge, right? Like it's
Yeah.
not like a small, like it's.
No,
is it
again,
the
it-
sickle that she had.
Yeah, this is, again, it's called a scythe because it's so large compared to an actual sickle, hence the confusion. It is basically a sickle the size of a sword.
So she's gonna pull that out and like spin it in her hand, and I'm gonna drop what you sent me in here.
All right.
So I would like to expend 1 charge, and I believe I need a DC 15 con saving throw.
All right, here we go.
You like messing around with necromancy and shit, right? You should check
Son
this
of a
out.
bitch.
So
Failed
does
that
it
hard.
33, or do I roll the 6d10?
Which do you feel stronger with?
I would like to try the. Wait, can I? If I don't like the 6d10, can I use my inspiration to take the 33?
I'm rolling for the gods on this one. Son of a bitch! Fucking gods, why? Why?
Because they
Why?
didn't let me have the 30 advantage the first time, they're making up for it now.
Okay, so if you rolled a 6d10 and it's less than 33, then you could take the 33.
Okay.
35. There you go. Okay. Now, if I also remember correctly, that's for the charges. Tune. You learn. All right. Well, you also have a bonus action if you want to use your bonus action.
Yes. Let me see what I can do. I don't have a bonus action. Like the only bonus action I could do anything with, like that isn't like a helpful spell, is Form of Dread, but that just makes him scared of me. And
You may want to reread the sickle.
Oh, the sickle. Shit.
Ooh.
Oh wait, so that was the bonus action?
You
Oh.
have that as a bonus action.
Oh yes, I would like to use that. Sorry, I thought you meant like in general, but I've never used it before. Okay. So yes, I would like to use the bonus action.
All right. He's at 5.
She's gonna slap Nori on the ass and be like, "Ah, Nori, he's all yours."
Who's that? 5?
Yeah, basically, he not only lost his hand and got shanked basically in the chest, an Eldritch Blast, he was not expecting to get wham-bammed so damn hard so quick.
Bam, bammed, and thank you, ma'amed. You're right.
I'm sorry.
So-
Times where we just like obliterate one of your people and like a surprise round's not even over.
I do love the image of just like from the Kraken's point of view, like, so are we gonna fight or are we gonna
We need to find,
Like, are we going to my hair?
we need to find somebody who does animation. Cause like even if it's like barely a better than stick figures, cause I want this.
So, Nori.
Alright. Yeah, no, she's gonna charge at him with Droopy.
Is she going to rage too?
Oh, hell yeah, she is.
Okay. Gotta change up the music.
Yeah. Hell yeah, she is. She's like, that stupid mask is making me so angry.
It's so shiny though.
It does shine. Okay,
Alright, so, charge away.
alright. Do, 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 do.
He is down here.
Alright, will a 25 hit?
Well, you have to move your token down there first.
LOL, will a 25 hit?
Yes.
Right.
Again, it's a matter of semantics. Just throw it from the 25 does hit.
Wonderful. Yeah,
You don't even have to
she
roll.
like hits and then like dashes and then finishes the hit.
You don't even have to roll because again he's at 5 and you hit higher than 5 with even a 1. So, Nori, how do you want to do this?
Well, she's gonna stop like right. She's gonna have the axe like right at his neck. She's like, "I told you I'd be cracking your neck," and then she's gonna swing and slice his head off.
Beautiful.
As this blade removes the head of the Kraken, the body falls back, the cloak that he's wearing, falls. His head flies, just because of the speed of the arc, over Nori, hits the ground and rolls right in front of Milton.
Ooh.
And the mask falls off, and you see
Luke Skywalker?
that face.
Oh, that, buddy.
And the look of absolute abject shock.
Does Milton recognize the face?
No.
Okay.
It just, okay, for those at home, I liked Arcane, and
I was gonna say, he looks a lot like him.
it's like it was Silco.
Yeah.
So, the Kraken, he be dead.
Before initiative really even started.
Nori's gonna turn back to the rest of the group. She's got like blood splattered across her face, She's good. We did it, guys!
Milton, you said you want it done quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can I have the eyeballs?
You can have the eyeballs.
You're
Can I
such a
have
good
the
girl.
hand?
Yeah?
Okay, thank you. I don't know. We seem to be asking you questions, so.
Well, because she was the one that did the talking with Monsieur Steerpike. So, like,
Oh.
this is
He
kind of
just
like
said-
her thing.
He just said he needs the face, so
Okay.
he's gonna get the head
So,
with the mask.
Tie the hand around
Allie?
her.
Well, I need the mask.
Allie,
Yes.
you saw all this happen,
Yep.
and you're also seeing the light of Rothadius, or excuse me, the silver light that is bathing where they are currently standing in, or at least where Nori is. The blood from the body is beginning to boil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Is that normal?
Well, do you tell the rest of your group about this?
Yeah. Maybe maybe don't touch the body. It's boiling in
What?
there. It's the popping.
Okay.
Nori, you now smell something burning. And you look down, you see the body is literally beginning to boil.
Oh.
Is this normal? Is this menopause?
I mean, in the last thing is to bathe or be reborn in the light of Verthadius.
He's going to be like a.
Can I religion check
But he don't have no hands.
or something
You may religion check.
or something.
we-
Whatever will
should
help.
Should we pull the body out of the light so it doesn't come back?
Okay.
So, Allie, Rothadius is the god of death. When something dies, it's usually destroyed. Now, you were told to bathe in the light of Rothadius. None of you are in the light of Rothadius, and there's now a dead body. Rothadius may not be taking this too happily, and may be doing something about it.
Do I need to move the body out of the light?
Moving the body might be a good idea.
Okay, great. She's gonna take
Yeah.
Drudy, like put the axe in the body's spine, and she's just gonna like drag it out of the light.
The body was twitching and began to convulse, but as soon as it's taken out of the light, basically where Milton is standing, it goes back to being limp and decaying dead.
It's because I've got my axe in its central nervous system.
Problem solved, guys. All good.
The light,
Good job.
which was becoming more focused on the dead body, widens back out.
Okay. So, do we need to go into the light?
Allie is walking towards the light.
All right. Anybody going with? I mean, I know Nori was there, but will Nori go in as well?
Honora's still there. Like she just sort of like going.
Oh, just shut. Yeah. It's
Yeah, like she kind of like
Shit.
yeah, she it
Milton will
So-
go.
And the last I
Really
see
quick thing for the
light.
as well.
We're just all getting, except for Askin.
Raskin is like, I guess I will get into.
everybody group hug in the light. Come on.
Just a moment. I have something for this. I need to get the right music that's going to happen.
All at once, everything is different.
Now
No,
that
go on.
I see you. God damn it. Okay, here we go. As you all step within the circle of light, the world melts away. The temple, the ziggurat, the stone, all of it is gone. You are all standing now on top of a massive reflective pool of silvery water. It has no edge. It just goes on beyond the light. And all of you are standing there bathed in this silvery light from a massive moon above you. It seems to calm you. It seems to be beckoning to you. What do you do?
Allie, this is your god. Is this normal?
Somewhat. Allie's gonna follow it.
It does, again, it's beckoning in terms of like, it's here.
Okay. That was like beckoning from my
Yeah.
place.
Remember, you are to bathe in the light of Rothadius. You are standing on top of a massive reflecting pool.
So
Allie is going to remove like all of her outer layer.
Nori starts taking her clothes off.
oh, okay. So we're just
Is it?
Raskin's like, I'm not seen, but okay.
I've been thinking too. I think it's a thing.
Because we have to bathe. We get to bathe. Who are we to deny what the rules are?
So are we getting naked, or are we leaving our like smalls on?
It's up to you.
Nori's
Smalls leaving her smalls on.
Astrid is too. You know, she's a little self-conscious. She's a little pudgy, so she's just gonna like.
What's Quinn doing?
How hot
I
is
just
it
see
there?
Malachi's face just like, man.
What's Nori doing?
Like how hot is it there? Is it like room temp or like what's the average?
It is feeling about 60 degrees, which honestly is summer weather where you come from.
Yeah, that's pretty hot for Nori. Nori's naked.
All right, Quinn does the same thing.
So Quinn and Nori are both naked. Raskin kind of looks up and sees them and is like, okay.
Yes, nude. Wait, no.
Astrid's just gonna like move next to Milt and be like,
Esther, do you see me naked? What the hell?
I know, but I haven't seen Quinn and Raskin naked, and I don't want to see their butts. No offense, guys. I'm sure they're nice. It's just, respect and stuff.
Understood. Raskin no care.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
So,
Allie puts all of her stuff nice and neat, like her staff and her spell book and everything, all in one pile, like nearby. As she takes a moment to sort of like inspect her hands and like the corruption on her hands and like in her hair, and she just sort of like
the corruption is not there.
Oh.
It's like your hands are back to normal, if only for a moment.
Ah. She undoes her hair and
does she do like a whoosh?
Yeah.
It's like an herbal essences commercial.
Everybody just
her hair falls in like a Lady Godiva situation, so she's not actually showing anything.
Right? Hey, it works. Then what does she do?
She starts wading into the water.
As Allie starts moving, again, where you were all standing, there was like maybe less than an inch of water. It quickly goes up to knee, to hip, to chest, up to neck. Allie disappears into the water, then rises back up. Silver streaks through her hair. The water just cascading over her body, refreshing her. Raskin goes, first one in!
Nori like follows him immediately, like sprints and cannonballs.
With the big wave.
First it's like the small bloop, and then it's like the boom.
Mushroom top butter.
As they both rise, again, their hair is also silvery white. Nori's horns glow and shimmer.
Ooh. That. Astrid is going to follow suit. She's not going to cannonball. She's actually just going to, like, dive. Like, wade into her legs and just...
Dives in, comes back out. Her horns shimmering, hair silver, skin glowing like small specks of light all through her skin.
It's a bioluminescence.
Astrid, your horns are glowing.
So are yours.
Whoa! Glow in the dark, glow in the dark.
Milton, Quinn.
You could go to a party.
So who goes in first?
Mitten will. She'll just go, wade in. Not entirely sure. Yeah, she's gonna wade in and
Sound comfortable?
Mhm.
It's like, Oh god, this is just like the baths at the garden. Why? Goes in, comes back up, refreshed. Like taking a cooling bath in a blisteringly hot day. Silvered hair, hands glowing, and feeling renewed. Clean, as if for the first time in a long time.
No, my fine. I just need the gold goes off. The hand difference is probably like this.
Quinn, you're the last.
And are you just standing there naked looking at all of us?
He's proud.
Quinn has to see what everyone else does so that he can follow suit.
He's taking notes.
Quinn's gonna do a little swan dive in.
Wow.
Upon exiting, eyebrows, hair, and eyes glowing silvery. Unlike everybody else, Quinn, again, since this is your eyes glowing, you see the world in shimmering brightness. Everyone, just as if the lights within them are leaking through and just glowing unexpectedly. You all enjoy your time here, and if you had actually had combat, this would have counted as a long rest, but none of you did, so it doesn't count.
I mean, to be
I'm still
fair,
missing
haven't
spell
had
slots
one.
and things.
I missed health
We
from the
could use the
last
long
counter.
rest.
Yeah, like
Okay, I will count this as a long rest, but it does not feel like so.
Thank God, because I'm still.
After a moment, you all return to reality, fully dressed.
I'm back to reality.
Back to reality.
Whoops, there goes gravity.
Back to reality. The chamber seems calm. Mind you, you still have multitude of barrels of necrotic ooze all over the place.
oh yeah, we gotta figure out how to like.
How much salt did we bring?
Allie pulls out her bag. That much? I mean, we could like put them all together and make a circle around it for now, maybe.
Could we do checks to see if there's like an efficient, like the most efficient way
Oh,
to
by all means.
dispatch this?
So,
what do you want?
I'm going to say Arcana for the spellcasters. We'll do that first.
What does a 30 get me?
Oh my.
Oh, it gets my attention. That's for one. Anybody else? Okay, so I just wanted to see who else would be rolling. Okay, so Astrid.
Yeah, what up?
All right,
What do you
so
want?
well, I'm going to tell you right now how you're going to deal with this is this. You're obviously in a space that is controlled by the god of death. So if you're going to get rid of the god of death, and I don't know why I'm suddenly with this weird accent, I'm trying to do your dad, but it's not really coming through.
It's like my dad if he was living in Brooklyn for a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, you bitch. It's so hard to kind of differentiate the two. I'll have it better later. Anyway,
Is this how I sound to you?
Yeah.
well, I'm not saying it. I will never say that.
Malachi, you sound like this to us. Yeah.
Sorry, Crusher.
Brand new.
The stereotypical Brooklyn accent that people who do not live there
Yeah.
assume you sound like. How's that?
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
don't know
fine.
why it was coming
There
out
are
like that.
there are a lot of people from Brooklyn who do sound like that.
Oh.
Right. So, anyway,
Yeah.
this is a temple to the god of death. You have satisfied the last guardian, but you also notice that this place does not allow for the undead to exist. So maybe using the light of Rothadius by pulling the barrels together into a single place might be powerful enough to destroy the necrotic ooze.
Oh, okay. So we just stick them on in a big circle.
In that central part. And I do see a hand. Yes.
What?
I have a question. I don't know if I missed it. When we pop back to reality. Are we all still naked?
I did say you're
Yeah.
fully clothed.
Okay, I missed that. I was just like,
Nora's
huh.
like,
Everybody's just there,
Oh.
bucket naked.
Hey, I'm just making sure.
Lori starts taking her clothes back off. Too hot.
Okay.
Nori, I
Yes?
have a job for you. I mean, so based on my arcane knowledge of things, we stick all the barrels in the big circle where like the body was bubbling,
Okay.
and then maybe the light of Rothadia, since it doesn't allow for like dead things to survive in here, will just like kind of boil / poof them away.
Okay.
So pick things up and put them down.
Yes! Finally! She immediately
We
starts.
will help you, but I mean, like, she can
No,
carry
it's
like
okay,
2
no,
or
no,
3
no,
to
that's okay.
us rolling one.
She's got like 3 barrels, like already, like juggling. She's got one on her head, 2 on her arms. Like,
I'm not going to be an asshole and make you roll strength checks because these are barrels and you are Nori. Everybody else that helps out, you guys are able to get the barrels, which again was a boat ton and would have been really awesome if y'all died, but you know, you didn't. Jerks.
You don't want to.
You're able to get them into the center. I'm not going to move all of them into the center because that would take forever. But as you are moving barrels, you discover, I'm going to just get rid of that, a chamber that's hidden here, over here, and behind the statue, a locked door. Do you want to keep putting the barrels in or investigate the 2 other areas?
I mean, we can do the barrels first, right? And then,
Just making sure.
right?
Two questions.
Possible 2 answers.
The jars or the containers of corrupted goo stuff that I've been carrying around, is it all gone now? Because she's gonna check her bag.
Oh, they're gone. Your corruption is still there, but the jars are gone. Or at least empty, I should say.
Yeah, my corruption was questioned too.
Wait, whose jars did we get rid of in your room?
Oh,
Yeah,
we just put them. We put them from small jars into a big jar.
Yeah.
Now it's just an empty jar.
Yep, it's just an empty jar.
You know, you can put other stuff in that jar, like if you want to start collecting eyeballs or fingernails or something, you know.
or tongues,
Ooh.
or teeth.
Oh, that's a nice sound. It's
You know,
be like
as I get more powerful in my clerical abilities, I will need to start collecting things of people to bring back.
I like it. I got a mummified orc arm.
So, as you get the barrels into the center of the room, the light intensifies onto the barrels, and you see wisps of smoke emanating from the barrels as they're boiling on the inside. And within a moment, they all start falling apart and are empty, as if they have been burned from the inside and are basically just turning into kindling. As the last barrel burns and evaporates, a feeling that all feel, that the place, this ziggurat, has been cleansed. And the victory music plays.
Yay!
Nori starts taking off her clothes.
Damn it, Nori.
It's hot.
He's a free spirit, you know.
So, Allie is looking through her thing here.
So, do you guys continue to investigate the chamber, or what do you do?
Yeah, got you.
Yeah.
All right. So, where are you going to first?
We're all over here, so this one?
This one over here?
Yeah.
Okay. As you all go in, this one looks like it wasn't a champion, or it doesn't seem to be depicted as a champion. It seems to be depicting a figure of importance, a figure that, well, Allie, roll me a knowledge history with advantage.
Oh boy. History. Not bad.
Not bad. Upon seeing the face of this figure, your elven memory kicks in like that. What? Get back here. What just happened?
Oh no, my elven memory kicked in so hard it broke.
Yeah, apparently. Give me a second here. I don't know what.
I now have amnesia. Sorry,
You're
guys.
just astral projecting through time now. You're just.
Oh, apparently
Something happened,
connecting
I
the
was-
light in the world.
There we go. That was so weird. All right, let's try that one more time and not have it be stupid.
Showed you
Sorry
too
about that,
much.
folks. Here we go. Boom.
Ah,
This figure, you know very well.
Oh my.
This is the progenitor of the Vathkari. Your progenitor. Your progenitor was a high priestess of Rothadius in long times past. And this is a statue in her memory. And written in Sindari, which Quinn can read as well as you get a little bit of smattering because, again, it's not in modern Elven. It says, the builder and commissioner, she who held the heart of Rothadius, we remember her now. So you found your great grandmama.
who apparently held the heart of the god.
And was a
Allie is going to, similar to, the other statue, but more catered towards, the drow traditions. She's gonna do, respect right and all that.
All right.
Like, she's gonna sit here and take her time with it.
All right. As you're doing that, what is everybody else doing?
Astra's gonna excuse herself because it's obviously a private important thing, and she's just gonna meander and over here.
Nope.
That, as you get all the way over there, is an oubliette. A very, very deep oubliette.
What's that?
I was about to say.
Not that ugly yet. I think it's beautifully yet.
Yeah.
Very funny.
fuck out of here.
All right, for some reason, I see what happened. The map got moved around. I hate it when that happens. There we go. All right, sorry about that, folks. I'm just gonna move you back.
Oh,
There
world
you go.
shifted.
Yeah. Everybody else is fine. Just Mac slightly shifted. An oubliette, a French term for prison, a place where you put things to forget about them.
Oh.
Oh, I called that my
Mm.
closet.
I was about to say, here goes trauma.
Woo!
Can I do two cantrips on top of each other?
Well, you're out of combat, so I don't see why not.
Okay. I would like to get dancing lights out,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would like to I'm gonna pull an eyeball out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send the dancing lights down, and I'm gonna drop the eyeball.
All right.
The
So-
eyeball's name is Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Yeah.
Classy.
Just-
So, what's the range of that?
Dancing Lights is 120 feet, and Watch Totem, I think we just have to be on the same plane.
Okay. The dancing lights fade.
Oh.
So they go down because they reach the limit.
Oh, wait.
The limit does not exist.
Wait. Ha!
Okay.
I have. Oh, wait, never mind. Because, well, okay, question. I have dark vision, and Watch Totem uses my dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the 90 feet of dark. 90 feet of dark vision from the eyeball.
Right.
Okay, sweet. So, yeah, what's the eyeball?
Yeah, I was getting to that.
Sorry.
So again, the dancing lights reach their limit. The eyeball, since again, you only have to be on the same plane of existence, it's falling. The tunnel just going down for a while. You're there for 5-10 minutes and it's still going down. At the very bottom, or at least where it seems to be the very bottom, the tunnel opens up into a great expanse of darkness. And the eye falls. Then an eye opens. It sees you. And Geronimo is gone.
Okay. Is Milton right there?
Uh-huh.
We're just gonna scoot away from. She's just gonna gently usher Milton.
Okay.
Milton, I don't know you super well, but I have a feeling you're not gonna there's a giant eyeball down there, and it's a really, really far down. It's fucking creepy, and I'm pretty sure it just looked at me. So we're just gonna.
Okay.
Do.
So, Quinn, you see this other door behind the statue of Rothadius. What do you do?
I look for an opening of some sort.
Well, again, there's a door here. It does seem like this one has kind of a keyhole lock situation.
Milton.
Ah, man. Here was the you were going to try. It's like, I've seen Milton do this, but no.
Yeah? What?
Your specialty.
Oh. Did we see if it's locked first?
No one's investigated it, but you just have a door in front of you.
Can Nori come over with the axe and
If Nori would be so kind as to move over with the axe and bop, 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 bop.
Alright, where's Nori right now? Hi.
They are over here. And you are over there. There we go.
Excuse me. Gwen could do hi, hello.
Okay. Roll me and investigate with advantage because, again, axe.
I would like to ask you a question. We're gonna take that 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you tap old Droogy's like, okay. So, this one seems to be a similar lock spring, but this one is old and cracky. So,
Cracky.
if you unlock it, it may take a wee bit of muscle to open.
Muscle?
They've got this.
You say muscle? And she's like,
Gonna be cool now.
Anyway, so Milton, it's a spring lock. Gonna be a little staircase.
Okay.
Sorry, I drink too much wine. So you might need somebody with muscle to open it.
Okay. That's what you're here for, yeah?
All right.
Okay.
So go ahead, and you have advantage because, again, I'm loving this combination of Nori and Milton figuring out locks.
Just open doors together.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely get the door unlocked, but as mentioned, this is solid stone, so will take some muscle. So,
If you
I have
Alright.
some muscles.
would you be so kind as to roll me a strength check?
Yes. I would love to. Let's do it. A strength, just a straight strength check.
Yeah, straight strength check.
Straight.
Milton's gonna go back while she's doing that, grab the head on the mask, and then come back.
Are you serious right now?
Oh, we still gotta loot the body too.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Would you like some help with that?
Before you do, I will allow you to use athletics to try again.
God. Okay. I was like, are you serious right now?
There we go.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank you.
Just tell you, I mean, your footing was off. It just took a little bit extra in the shoulder, you know?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't need anybody's help. I got this by myself. Thank you, Quinn.
As you open the door, greeting you immediately across from you. Just a second here. Get this move. Oh, there we go. You see a figure, yet another statue. Again, this place is filled with them. Again, this is a mausoleum of sorts. Remembering ancient heroes of the past, you are looking directly at this figure.
Oh, hi there.
Oh,
A tiefling woman, bathed in red stone. Eyes piercing like that of a sharp sword. Sprawled behind her is a glittering sun. An ancient scrolling that wraps around. Her sword is pointed directly at the door.
Yeah, Nori enters and he's like, oh, okay, yes, I love a lady with the sword. Hello, hi.
So Nori steps in. Anybody else?
yeah.
Yay.
Is Allie going to join the group, or is she still communing with her grandma, mama?
She's gonna do like a pass around the statue and around the room, just like taking it all in. And if there's nothing else catching her eye there, then she'll go to the group.
The murals depict the devotion of the high priestess. Apparently, she was a disciple of Forthanius. Forthanius, who taught her the ways of Rothadius. Your people and Vorath are much closer than you have ever been told.
Gonna have to have a talk later, but not right now. Yeah.
All right, now everybody else.
Raskin,
Yes, coming. This is such a weird place. Oh, yeah. Yes.
did
Can
you
I?
clean out the body?
Oh, yes, I will go and take care of the body because that's what I do. Yes.
Read it still.
He's gonna do
So,
what?
you said for him to clean up the body, right?
Yeah, like whatever
We gotta loot it.
needs to be done with it.
Yeah, but
we
we
also
still
need to
gotta
find a sword.
inspect it though.
Uh-huh.
Raskin is just going to keep an eye on the body so it won't get up.
Okay.
Okay.
He's gonna come back and he's sitting on the chest.
Literally. But Malachi, you were about to ask something.
Can I investigate the sword that it's holding to see if maybe it's like newer than the statue? Or if it's new?
The sword is made of the same stone.
Oh,
It's like all one. So the figure's holding a sword, but it's a stone sword.
okay.
Can you read that, Quinn?
Can I?
It hasn't been an hour full, so you can still read the scrolling. Do you?
Yeah. Sure.
Mary, you okay?
Mhm.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I saw you like lunge for a second. I'm like, wait, what's going on? All right, so give me a moment here. Need to get the proper music because this is going to be important. And I don't mean for later. This is important. All right, where is it?
A
Where
bug
is
just flew up my nose, by the way.
What?
A bug just flew up my nose.
Ugh.
Yeah, like a tiny one.
Okay. Well, while he's up there, he can at
All
least.
right,
Hold it hostage.
Quinn?
Yes.
All
Oh
right.
my.
As you're reading it,
A bug.
the scrolling melds together in your mind. It's not full on in simple words, phrases, paraphrases, and such. It's as if it's a living thing, reaching out to you, imprinting into you. And it is telling of the coming of a new age, a prophecy. And it reads as such: in shadows cast by the sun's declined call, as dawns the era of freshborn stage, looming perils upon us sprawl, foretelling a dire and momentous wage. The horns of power we must now embrace, while mending the wounded heart's despair. Else lands shall treble in wild frenzied chase, amidst the turmoil's unrestrained glare. The follower of the great enemy shall or must stay barred, by daughter, by mother, and father's might, to keep shut the door that's deeply scarred, preserving safety through the darkest night. The fracture must be sealed, without a doubt, by the family's own firm, unwavering hand. Thus the bond shall be strengthened, unwielding throughout, fulfilling destiny's crucial demand. The herald, chosen for a sacred quest, shall bathe in darkened waters to endure, and blighted tides triumphant o'er the rest, a savior rising steadfast and pure. The lost blade, on a quest for truths concealed, amidst pains of a forgotten, haunting past, shall defy odds and false god lies repealed, embracing valor to bring peace at last. As the prophecy touches into your mind, the first part of the prophecy rings true. The horns of power we must embrace. Your eyes look to Nori and those stunning horns, while mending the wounded heart's despair. Else land shall tremble in wild frenzied chase, amidst the turmoil's unrestrained glare. What do you do?
Have you been reading this the whole time?
Yeah, you would have been reading it out loud as you
Yeah.
were.
Nor just
Using me.
damn, that was like a whole novel. Holy shit. What does it mean?
By the way, out of game, you guys will all get a copy of this. Just
I was about to say,
Okay,
Kevin,
good.
please.
Mm.
I remembered about 3 words of it.
don't
And I
worry.
couldn't
Again,
write it
you'll
down.
get copies of this. I'm not that asshole that expects you to write all this shit down.
I definitely was like,
I remember horns of power.
That's
Because
me.
he said it twice.
Yeah.
But basically, you have just read the prophecy of a new age.
So we will be bringing forth a new age, apparently.
Oh, it's a lot of responsibility.
Right?
I
Okay,
just
so
got
we
my
just didn't all
horns.
meet up because of a coinky dink.
I just got my. Oh my god. Why?
I mean, I don't know about the rest of you, but I was specifically sent to find you, so there was that.
I mean, we just kind of ended up working together, and I assumed all the weird shit that pertained to us as a group was mostly because we all drank from the cup. Except for you,
Yeah,
sorry. That was before
I
your
was
time.
just doing research.
Yeah. No offense, but I never understood why Brilka sent you anyway. Like, why would she send you to go, like, deal with some, like, brigands and stuff? It's like, oh, there's all these big, beefy people running around. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get a scholar.
I mean, he has been pretty helpful. He has been reading all of
Yes.
this.
No, I'm
to
not.
us.
I'm sorry. I don't do.
Like, let's not knock his
I'm not
importance
saying
to
he's
the
not
group.
helpful. I'm just saying, like, of all, like, the big brolic people,
That's
why
an-
would you send, like, a scholar who's obviously very good at magic? Like, you're very good at it, but, it's just not, like, and Brilka's, like, a big, beefy sword and shield kind of lady, so you would think that, so, like, maybe it was, like, fate being a little, like...
Well, maybe that's why she sent him with us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We already have. Yeah, we have big beefy.
She was, like, compelled by the thing. Okay. I'm sorry, Quinn, I hope you don't... I'm not... Am I insulting you?
No, I'm just like amazed by the fact that's the nicest thing Nori's ever said about me.
That is. Are you feeling well? And she's gonna, like, use her hair to, like, get up there and, like, feel the back of her head and her cheeks. Be like, okay. Oh,
She feels warm. Like room temperature warm. That's so weird.
Are you okay?
But no, I know. Yes, no, I'm not sick. I just think that like we shouldn't downplay anybody's contributions to the group.
No, and I definitely, I didn't mean that. It's just, like, he's not, like, sending you and I, because, like, I would go because you went, but, like, and sending Milton makes sense because, daggers and stuff, so it just doesn't seem like something Brelko would do, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying he hasn't contributed, because he really has, obviously, a huge bunch. It's just, for her to choose him out of all the other people in Rockfar to go dispatch brigands and, like, bandits and stuff, and, like, the bear cult, like, it wasn't like her, is what I was driving at. I wasn't trying to, like, disparage what he's done.
Well, either she knows something that we just don't, like maybe she sees something in him that we are not, or maybe he's just, like, expendable.
Well, I was thinking maybe it was like a bigger picture, like fate compelled her. Not that he's
Allie,
What's Allie doing? I see her wandering off.
Yeah, Allie is checking out these side statues, and at the comment of expendable, she's just like, when we go back to Rockfar eventually, we could just ask her then. I don't think anyone's expendable. There's some cool stuff over here. Do we want to check this out?
Now, as you get to the other statue, where that is, again, there's more writing. Again, in the ancient languages. But this one seems to be more set. The figure in the center is amorphous. It doesn't have any strong defining features. It looks basically like shaped stone in the figure of a person, but no defining features outside of, like, the shape. Do you want to
I would like-
investigate, or?
Yeah, I'd like to try to figure out what it sees.
All right.
Investigate or Arcana?
Arcana on this one. I'm going to give you the advantage on this one because, again, this is written in, well, Proto-Centauri.
Okay.
This is a prophecy of the coming of the last age, depicting the coming of the 7 heroes, the sacrifice of the gods, the coming of the great enemy. This is a prophecy that has already come to pass.
Look at that, guys. History.
Yay.
Do you think maybe they thought 7 was too many, and so they decided 5 was enough to bring about the new age? 6, 5.
Raskin is happy to be included.
Oh, Raskin. Oh.
By the way, when you get to that other statue, here, blank walls.
Like, does it look like they've never been carved, or does it look like
It's the
Nothing
future of
is there.
page
I mean,
after
there's the
page.
figure there, but there's nothing written, nothing at all there.
Huh.
You have the first age, the second age. The third has yet to come.
All right.
Smart people? Thoughts?
Can I investigate the tiefling lady and try to figure out, is that, like, from the scroll, is that her ancestor that married the queen of Ardania, or is that, like, from the before times? Before times.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
For the doctor. Before the empire.
Nice. As you're looking over the statue, several symbols keep showing up, reoccurring all over the place. Again, it seems like line, symbol, line, symbol, line, symbol. You're not sure what that symbol means, but it must be important, and sadly you don't speak the language. You have one person here who still has a little bit of time left on his ability to speak that language.
Quinn, can you come here when you have a second?
Oh,
and she's
oh,
gonna
yeah.
take the sheet of paper that Quinn actually handed her earlier, and she's gonna do a rubbing of the symbol.
Okay, Quinn's over there.
What's this mean?
As you look at it, the symbol forms and shapes because it's trying to translate into the common tongue. Crimson Maiden, Rimzel.
Rimzel. Crimson Maiden.
Oh,
Is there a Rimzel on the scroll?
isn't that
Rimzel is the name of the Crimson Maiden on the scroll.
Yeah, that's like the first name, right?
Yeah, the one that married the queen.
The one that Vorith wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so we got Allie's ancestor, and then we got mine. Look at that! We're practically family!
Gwyn, as you continue to read, it says, the Crimson Maiden Rimzel, champion of light.
so I wonder
That'd be
why. Just a thought. I wonder why. Vora was in a secret room for his sacrifice, and if he was the last disciple, why he wouldn't be the symbol of the coming of the age in the way that she is. Like, why the
Maybe it's
Crimson
because...
Lady?
I don't know. Maybe it's
Because
because
wasn't
he's
he
still
a-
around.
Yep, he was shown as the last.
No, I know, but like she's
Yeah.
gone, but maybe.
Is this the same tiefling that was in the other one?
Yeah, it's the same depiction.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But she gets to have the honor of being the representation of the current age. Do you think it has to do with the whole, taking down the Crimson, or not the Crimson, the taking down the church and all that? Because they're all like, oh, light.
I mean, if it is there, I mean, the church is a perversion of it.
Yeah.
And it would make sense because they, have an issue now with the faith of the maiden. So,
I could just be overthinking it. There's a lot to take in here.
No, I think you're onto something. I think you're digging where there's taters for sure. Because
we need that on a T-shirt or on a mug. Digging for taters now.
What do you want?
I've never heard it before. I love it. I'm great. I love it.
If I was gonna try to set myself up as it's like a cuckoo bird kind of situation, the cuckoo bird sticks their egg in another nest and then that hatches and then it kicks all the other chicks and shit out and kills them, so it's basically like they're cuckoo birding. So, but she is, I think she's what they say they are, and that's why they're threatened by them.
Real thing, cuckoo birds do this.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking you were going with like a cuckoo clock, and they were just like, surprise, here we are. And then you went the actual bird.
No, I'm not. Yeah, the actual bird.
Metaphors that
make
sense? No.
I never thought about why they call it a cuckoo clock, but it, kicking birds out of the nest, like,
Quinn, where are you going, Quinn?
I saw that there's a statue back here, and I wanted to know what it was.
That was the statue I was mentioning. That before, there's the one statue which is more of like an amorphous, figure with the first age prophecy. Then you have the Crimson Maiden Rimzel with the prophecy of this upcoming age. Where you are now, there's no scroll writing. The figure is amorphous, more like just chiseled stone. There is nothing there. First age, second age, the third age is yet to happen.
The third age is season 2.
It says to be determined.
DLC not included.
Maybe that's dependent on us then, eh?
Oh god. But that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, like you already didn't have enough. But maybe it's all tied together, Get 2 birds stoned at once.
No, lots of stuff with these birds. I like the birds. Well, except for chickens, they can cool.
They could eat stuff.
I like them.
I don't know about you guys, but who the fuck needs a drink?
Yes, I need an entire barrel.
Can we do an investigation check, or can you tell us if we're missing anything?
You guys have searched through everything in this chamber outside of the body of the Kraken.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I was literally about to say, did we check his body?
No, yeah, I meant like the cluesy, like the okay.
Yeah. Is Raskin still sitting on his body?
Raskin is literally just sitting on the guy's chest going do 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 do.
He's singing the clown song.
Clowns are scary.
Raskin, the way to look after the body, big guy. Nice job.
I honestly thought this was going to be more difficult, but no, it was not.
I buried my axe so deep in his nervous system, like.
You took his hand. You just choked it right off.
Hand.
Yeah,
She was
you never
cutting him up
caught
like a piece of cake.
Now I want cake.
Oh, let's go
Oh.
get cake.
Yes.
So,
But anyway, but first we go through pockets.
Yes.
investigating the body, you guys don't have to roll because, no, you don't have to. You
No,
get
it's
the following from the Kraken.
Mhm.
2 +1 daggers.
Milton.
There you
A
go.
scimitar of life stealing.
Ooh.
Yeah, if this guy had been actually able to attack, shit would have been bad for a lot of things.
But he did it.
He didn't. That's just a theory. A dead theory. All right. Also, his items. 1 ring of evasion. 1 ring of necrotic resistance. Boots of elven kind. Studded leather. And the most important, the cloak of eyes. Basically, the cloak that he has eye symbols throughout the hemwork and also on the inside. He has no money on him. You guys found his secret location before, so you wouldn't already have
Found
gotten
his stash
stuff.
under his mattress, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so who wants what?
I'm going to roll for the gods for one additional thing, just to see if they want me to be interesting or... Yeah, they're ambivalent. So I'm going to say, you find within the folds of his multiple pockets and such, a letter. The letter is a rite of passage, or a script of passage, to the Vedka Empire. To hold this letter means that you are allowed passage through the Vedka Empire waters and territories.
Like that.
Yeah, that's gonna be helpful.
Yeah.
I feel like, just throwing it out there, the cloak of eyes fits Astrid's aesthetic a little bit.
Got the jar and everything, yeah.
Throwing it out there.
I wouldn't say no, but I wasn't gonna ask. Also, while they're talking, she's just gonna casually like take her trusty spoon off her chatelaine hanging off of her dress and
Yeah.
Just casually.
yeah, she's done this thousands of times at this point, like probably, just
One eye is normal and human. The other eye is scarred with necrotic energies.
ooh, that one's getting its own special jar. I don't want to freak the other ones out. They get really squeamish.
If I could be so bold as to ask for the ring of necrotic resistance, if nobody has a problem with that.
Okay. So the ring of necrotic resistance goes to Allie. The ring of evasion.
What
Goes to
exactly
who?
is the ring of evasion?
I'm sorry, what was that, Aaron?
What is the ring? What exactly is the ring?
Someone's going to have to use identify to get that information.
Oh.
I have it.
I
Alright.
still need to identify.
So, ring of evasion has a golden loop with a sparrow on the knuckle part. It is a ring that has 3 charges, and it regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. When you fail a dexterity saving throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend 1 of the charges to succeed on the saving throw. So basically, it allows you to succeed on dex saving throws automatically for at least 3 charges worth. So who wants it?
I mean, but my.
Mind you, you don't have to take it. You could just sell it off if you want.
That's true.
No, that could be useful for the.
I mean, yeah, like it is useful. Like it wouldn't go to waste if like when you
I mean,
grabbed it.
Nori, you're usually the one who's like real, just up in the action. So
Yeah.
Could I take the ring of evasion if everybody's okay with that?
Ooh.
And you get a bird ring. You love birds.
I do love those.
Yep.
Quinn.
Arrows.
It's a swallowtail, by the way.
Oh. Quinn, do you know how to use a sword? Because there's a spell that warlocks can learn with the green fire that you might be able to have fun with the scimitar if you're handy at all with those.
I mean, I have my quarterstaff and shillelagh. That's kind of my combo.
Okay.
I actually don't know if I can use this.
It is a martial weapon.
Yeah, I can
Or
only use.
I'm sorry, I
simple
thought
weapon.
they were simple.
No.
Are you sure they're
Scimitar.
martial? It's a scimitar.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure.
Because like
scimitars
bards are
martial.
proficient with them.
Oh, just a second.
I think they specifically mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Oh, again, let me just check. All right. No,
Yeah.
it's a martial
Yeah,
weapon.
you're right.
Yep. Certain classes, like druids, can have a scimitar, even though they're proficient in simple weapons.
Yeah, and like I know, I only know because like I was confused because like bard simple weapons, but like Piku said, you know.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So either what? So who can use that? That'd be Nori or Milton. Milton, you want a scimitar?
I can't use it.
Oh. Then let's sell it and get monies.
Wait.
What about Nori? Nori can
Is it?
use
What is
it.
So Nori has so many weapons, but like,
It's like a toothpick compared to what she uses.
Well, actually,
It has life
hold up.
drain.
Hold
But
up.
what is this scimitar do?
So, as we all know, Nori has an intelligent battle axe.
Mhm.
The Scimitar of Life Stealing does the following. When you attack a creature with this magic weapon and roll a natural 20 on the attack, the target takes an extra D10 necrotic damage if it isn't a construct or undead. You also gain 10 temporary hit points. So when you crit on this thing, you get 10 life, and the other thing takes 10 additional necrotic damage on top of what it does.
Yeah.
Dual wielding.
You want a sword, Nori? You don't have a sword.
I don't have a sword.
Yeah, you don't have a sword.
When Nori grips the sword, again, it's meant for a human-sized hand, but when she grips it, it grows to fit her hand.
Oh, that is cool.
You're just
I
picturing
wish
Nori.
my weapons would do that. That's amazing.
She's got
What?
3 bear traps hanging off of her belt, a fucking severed hand, and a sword, and it's a utility belt of death.
She's got like 2 hand axes, 3 bear traps, a giant battle axe, a severed hand, a dagger. Like she's got like all of it.
Yeah, dude. When I do her art, I'm just gonna do a shopping list of everything that needs to be on there.
Yeah, she's got.
She's extra. Nori is extra.
She's very clangy. Now we understand the stealth checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, there are the 2+1 daggers and the boots of Elvenkind.
Oh, the daggers I assume just
studded
got
leather +3.
Ooh.
Ah.
Oh. I
Does
assume
Milton
Milton got
want
the
the
daggers.
studded leather?
If nobody else wants it, I'll take it.
It'd be.
'Cause
It would be best for you, considering you
You-
use daggers.
Yeah. And,
Just FYI, since it is built for a human, you will have to get someone to make the adjustments to fit to your size. You are significantly smaller.
Maybe the guy that's doing my hat can do it.
well, Quinn knows how to mend.
I mean, I can
Bring it
like-
full circle.
Right? You could mend it.
we cut all the seams, right? We cut all the seams out, and then
Or
just remove the
seems
parts
like
you
we
don't
could.
need, and then you just mend it together.
By the way, Mary, that is considered light armor, and it's a +3 studded leather.
Yay.
Man, that's good.
And apparently there's a rock gnome. What? Do they do leather though?
They do now.
All right, and then finally there's the boots of Elvenkind and the 2 +1 daggers.
Who grabbed the writ of passage? Just so we know who's doing that.
Mary, do you want Milton to have that letter for the Vedka Empire?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like you and Quinn have basically been the ones collecting the documents and stuff, right? Between you two, like that's who has everything.
Yep.
So,
And finally, there are the boots of Elvenkind.
Quinn hasn't gotten anything, so do you want the boots? Do you want new shoes?
New shoes, buddy.
sure. Yeah.
Are they pretty? Do they match his outfit?
Oh my god.
Well, here's the thing. Looking at them, they look like they shouldn't match his outfit. When he puts them on, they shape and shift to match the aesthetic. They shift. So, again, boots of Elvenkind. While you wear these boots, your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you are moving across. You have advantage on dexterity stealth checks that rely on moving silently. Now the body is completely looted.
They're
And
made of
naked.
aerogel.
Oh my! We just Skyrimmed the fucking Kraken. We left this guy like naked on the fucking cobblestones.
Mm-hmm.
And headless. Just
And
to be clear.
handless. Oh, can I have a foot? Nori, chop off his foot. I want the left one.
She just chops off the foot.
Okay.
Can I just like word of radiance and just burn this guy, the rest of this guy up?
He turns to ash.
Yay! We committed murder.
We committed a war crime.
We committed a war crime. We mutilated the body. We looted it.
Do you want me to spend some time gentle reposing your body parts so that they don't decay for 10 days?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. The bloating stage is the worst.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Allie is going to sit here and perform a Rethodius ritual as a grave cleric on this foot and this hand. And,
Oh, don't forget the
yeah.
head too, because we gotta bring the head back.
Oh yeah, and the head.
Thank you for your
Thank you.
helping hand.
So, as you've all acquired your various items and blessed the various body parts and such, you make your way
Oh,
back.
wait.
What? Yes.
We haven't found the sword yet.
That's what I was. Yeah.
We have
What's
to find the sword. The shield maiden. Wait, not the shield maiden.
Oh, the sword master's sword.
Mm-hmm.
that sword? Okay, I was, but yeah. Well, in that case, well, Allie is standing right next to what seems to be a broken sarcophagi, which no one bothered to check.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
that's
I've kind of just been chilling here.
You want me to smash it? I can smash it open.
I think it's already smashed.
It's already open.
It's
Oh.
It's I mean, if you
Can I smash it more?
we can
You can
she's
smash
just gonna
stuff
kind
on
of
the
look
way home.
inside.
Okay.
So,
She's gonna look inside.
all right. Looking inside, there are several items. There is a sword, there's a satchel, and what seems to also be a crown. Or like a circlet, I should say. Not like a crown, but yeah, circlet.
Does it look like these were buried here intentionally, or were they like stashed here?
Stashed.
Okay, yeah, she pulls them out then.
All right. So, as you pull it out, the sword is wrapped in nasty burlap. But upon removing the burlap, the sword shines with celestial power. It sings. If you tip it, just goes bing, that high pitched sound. It is a great sword, but it feels almost as light as a feather.
Oh. She's gonna lay that on the side of the sarcophagus.
Nor you want to carry the sword?
Nori, when you grab the sword, it feels as if you're holding nothing at all.
Oh,
I like pictures.
Roll me a dex save.
oh fuck. Shit. Dex save. Oh, 17.
As Nori is spitting, just having fun, an errant hand swipe of the sword slices off a piece of stone as if it wasn't there.
Oh. Let's contain ourselves for you.
Nori starts slicing.
Right here.
No.
Stone slice, stone slice, stone slice. It's literally like chopping through bread.
Let's can we maybe not cut up the Rathadia's temple?
Oh,
That-
yeah. Using the sword master's sword.
Okay. Sorry. My bad.
There remains the satchel and the circlet.
I want to open the satchel.
Inside the satchel, now you guys had found his journal. Inside the satchel is more information, bound letters and correspondence between the Kraken and various members. You see them all pretty much in code, but the seals are there. Seals of the Church of the Dawn and of the St. Clouds. And a couple of others which you would have to roll knowledge, nobility for. Or knowledge history, excuse me, not nobility.
I would say I got all that. Hold on a second. Download. There we go.
Basically, you found his correspondence. Ah. So,
Haha.
there's only one that really matters. Cladvog. 2 letters.
I'm gonna open them because it's addressed to me. Well, my family. It's close enough.
They're not addressed to your family. They're addressed to your brother.
Which one?
The one that's not well liked in the family. The first letter is a kind of an opening conversation of introductions. The Kraken was writing to him, and this is the response, saying, "Your proposal is most interesting. I don't parley with scum. But if what you say is true, this could be very advantageous. I require further evidence, and if you waste my time, they will not find enough of you to bury." Do you want to open the other letter?
Absolutely.
Again, it's to your brother. The evidence you sent me is most fascinating, most useful to me. I've been planning my own movements, but if what your evidence is pointing is true, I believe I and my beloved be more than interested in further dealings. I eagerly await your next correspondence.
Are we gonna have to kill another family member or somebody in this group?
Well, I mean,
Adding that to the
Pat your
list.
side, pat your side. What is it called when you kill your brother?
Oh, it's just straight up murder. It's just
It's just murder.
just murder.
Cain and Abel.
Allie puts those letters in her pocket for now, just the Cladvog ones, and then hands the satchel over towards Quinn. Like, it's a lot of your family in here.
Oh.
My brother had a couple in there, but I already took those. Yeah, I'll look at this circlet while he's reading whatever he wants to read.
So, Quinn, there are at least 6 letters. 6.
And they all just say St. Cloud on them, or
I mean, there's a bunch of letters, but the ones that pertain to St. Cloud are 6.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like of the ones, like do they have like specific St. Clouds, or is it just St. Cloud?
The one name of that dear sister of yours.
I mean, I gotta open that one.
You open it up. And again, these are business dealings. We hope that you have received your shipment to the best and most satisfactory means. We do understand that your purposes are your own, but we do appreciate your discretion in regards to this matter. Please make sure in the future that other shipments are not delayed in reprisal. Also, please inform that your other errand boys are becoming a nuisance. Discipline with these valuable barrels is necessary. Yours truly, Amalthea St. Cloud. Roll me investigate super quick, if you please. It's Amalia, not Amalthea. Sorry, that's mine.
No, it's Mafia.
That's Amalthea. Okay.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember if there was an F there. So
It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful.
Oh.
It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful.
I'm gonna say roll with advantage on this.
Okay.
There we go. Quinn, one of your most prized possessions, is a letter written to you from Amalthea for your first day in the Schola Arcanum. A special little note that said, "I knew you would make it." She had that posted right on your door as you walked in, because she always thought of these things. This is not her handwriting. This handwriting is similar to 2 people. Either your father or your other sister. Thing is, you have not seen their handwriting in a long time, so it's hard to tell which it is, but either way, one of your family members is involved in this, and you got it down to 2. That's what you get with a natural 20.
You're going to have to murder a lot of people. Or talk
Adding it to
to
the
them.
list.
We don't have to kill them. We could also just talk to them.
Or we
Most
can
of
scare them like the other guy.
Other guy? Scared? What guy? What guy?
I
did you
mean, or we just walk into a room and just totally obliterate them, like, you know, we
What do
just
you mean, like
did.
pervert
And
guy?
Allie's just go like turning the circlet and just like plops it on her head for a second.
So,
Circlet doesn't fit your head. It's not meant for your head.
It just like sits on top.
Yeah, Milton, about pervert guy. I may have shattered his pelvis, so it's not like we didn't we talked to him, but we We also
We didn't kill him.
Yeah. We just
No.
left him slightly worse for
How
wear.
could argue that is a fate worse than that? Oh, oops.
Quinn, I'm also going to have you roll perception
Easy.
super quick.
Okay.
There's a reason.
Milton, do you want to try this on?
Is that
Doesn't
what
matter.
that is?
You are busy with the letters. You're just like locked in. Reading through these correspondence, talking about more barrel shipments, mentions of a device that is currently being constructed, and the appreciation of the continued support of the church.
So before we burn the church down, maybe we should take a look if we can.
Yeah.
Now, when you say burn the church down, are you talking about like a building or like the institution?
Both.
Okay, just making sure we're clear, because there are multiple buildings that are following the Church of the Dawn. Destroying one's not going to fix it. Milton, roll me a perception super quick, please.
Okay.
Frozen. Wait, am I frozen?
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
me holding a cat. I love it.
Oh, no.
Try to turn your camera off and try to get back on.
Yeah, try that.
Oh no. I want to screenshot that.
Aha, it's too late. Oh,
Oh
Wow.
gosh.
That's
All right,
worse. The cat was much better. Oh no.
All right, here's what we'll try. I am going to see if I could... Oh, wait, you're turning it off. Try it out. All right. Try it one more time. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yay! But the cat's gone. Boo.
yeah, the cats will probably be bad.
So, Milton, as Allie's offering you the circlet, you recognize the symbol at the crest of the circlet as the symbol of the city of Galen. This is the Duchess's circlet. Basically, like her sign of office. So you found her crown.
I thought so.
And guess what?
Yeah.
Amongst those letters, your eyes catch a very familiar filigree, very familiar handwriting. Roses come to mind. Do you take the
Let's see
letter?
what it says.
Huh?
Yes.
You take the letter, you open it. And it's written from, again, the person who sent it. They are going to find you. They will, because Poppy doesn't stop. Poppy never stops.
Poppy no stoppy.
Poppy, no stop.
There's the merch right there. That's a sticker or a t-shirt.
In order for us to succeed, in order for us to truly make change, you have to come back before Poppy finds you. I miss you. Signed, your Rose.
I'm dead. Ah. Nothing.
Do you share this with everybody, by the way?
No.
Oh, yep. That's a letter, and it's disappeared.
Yeah.
No, what was? Oh, I'll just okay.
Nah.
Allie brings the circlet to Raskin.
Oh. Thank you. Oh, yes. Very important. Very. Oh. Raskin will hold and put into a special place. And he starts like throwing out all this stuff like healing potions and shit. No, don't need. There.
During the healing potions. No, we do need.
Raskin will put them like on a bandolier on his like, chest plate.
I love it.
Bandolier of potions. It's a great item, yes. So,
This is why you are
should give Milton
champion.
a bandolier of daggers.
Raskin don't need daggers. But thank you.
Dagger. No, that's for Milton.
Ah, wise move, yes.
A dagger.
Milton heard dagger and just
Yeah, just.
What?
like a meerkat just.
We're going to
So-
make you bandolier of daggers. A dagger.
You have found the Grandmaster's sword. You have found the Duchess's circlet. A myriad of dark letters. And of course, you killed the Kraken. And sanctified the Ziggurat. Do you return to the surface, or do you rest here?
What time is it? Do we would we have any idea?
You are underground. It's been.
Well, we did rest in that naked bath thing.
Yeah, I mean, I want to just go back to our rooms, to be honest.
I would like to drink a drink.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you that
I
nice
think
witch
the
lady
Dutch-
has stuff.
What's up,
I
Abby?
think the Duchess would like her crown back, and I think the Grandmaster would like her sword back, and I think I would like to get out from underground, please.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Here, she's gonna take a fistful of
Sorry.
lavender, shove that up your nose.
Tori is going to go and hold her hand and be like, "Here, comfort in my
Maybe you
hand."
should why don't you just carry her like a princess?
Do you want me to carry you like princess?
I
I
if
have
it
very
will let
soft-
me.
She's very
Like-
comfortable.
Sure.
She's
I
very
suppose
gentle.
it's
Let her
no
fat
different than
over
being
my muscle.
carried. Like I assume it's no different than being carried by one of my skeleton friends, but
Far more comfortable, less
Yeah.
more
bony.
comfortable.
I was gonna say, yeah, she's got the
There's a
most.
distinct
The
smell
muscle
of
over the
jerky.
bones. And you got a little bit of layer fat over the muscle, so it's like a very firm mattress.
Oh, so while Allie's being carried, she's gonna braid the lavender into her hair.
All right.
Oh my god, can she braid some lavender into Nori's hair?
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
The whole time she's braiding her hair, braiding Nori's hair.
I love
I
it.
need to draw that now. Just
As you all are leaving
Uh,
the Ziggurat and make safe passage back through the sewers, up to the streets. The air is crisp. It's definitely night. Maybe leading on into morning. There's a slight pink hue on the horizon, as well as something else. Smoke. Fire. As your eyes peer across the way to the Rogue District, the Rogue District burns. And that is where we're ending it tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
what the fuck was
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful evening. I hope you've all really enjoyed yourselves. It is just wonderful how I could bring everybody together and just give them that kind of emotion. We will be back next week at the same time, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on Twitch. May all of your adventures be daring.
Oh man. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.